It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay.
That sounds good. Oh, yeah.
You sound a lot better today. I don't know what it is.
Let me tell you a story.
Yeah, dude.
Policeman took my license off of me. I just I can't use it anymore. I said I was drunk, too drunk, I say. Now I'm walking to the liquor store. Everybody say, walk into the liquor store. With my friend Josh from Black. Walk into the liquor store. I want to buy some more. One more time. Walk into the liquor store. Gotta walk there. Walk into the liquor store. Got my license back. Switched up in. I told my friend Tom, no Irish whiskey anymore. No. But I totaled my car when I hit 2 deer. So guess what? Now I'm walking to the liquor store. Everybody can sing now. Walk into the liquor store. Oh, my friend Josh Blackmood. Walk into the liquor store. Chico says he's staying home. He's got some dudes. Walk into the liquor store. Bass player has some beautiful hair. Walk into the liquor store. Josh, take us home with a little bit of guitar now. You sound sober. That's enough. You're showing me off. Oh, yeah. Oh, very nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Written by Axl Rose.
And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. Any day where we start off singing is a good day, right? Mm-hmm. You should get up, you should sing a song, you should have a cry, and you should have a big laugh. That's a full day.
And a big loose shoes and warm
I
place.
was a little late today.
Yeah, we were worried about you.
I got a surprise. I'm normally like clockwork.
Oh, movements are off.
And this morning it was like, whoa, what's this?
Oh.
But I had 2 dogs watching me. Everything was fine.
Yep, I got that. I know that.
They would rather me sit in there and do that than go play ball with them. They love it.
They know they have your full attention because you're not doing anything else.
Now it's like, why are you sitting here?
Did you let them come up and sniff between your legs?
No.
No, they get close, but not.
You ever let them drink the water?
I do not let them drink the water. No.
Keep the lids shut.
But you know what they're thinking?
I'm getting a Jack Benny slow turn from Josh. The classic, really.
You know what they're thinking, though? Why? We can't. Why aren't you out in the backyard doing this?
Buddy, we have the time of our lives.
You're
going to
get in
back there.
such trouble, man.
Now, you could do it in the backyard.
I could.
Yeah, it's early. You got a fence, right?
I got a nice privacy fence, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time.
You've pooped in your backyard?
No. I haven't. I never, actually. I can't.
Well, the way you said that.
Quickly, I'd like to say that was Patty G. And the Black Moods
Yes.
And the Black Moods are going to be our special guest coming up
Later this summer.
about a month.
Let's kick it old school this morning. Tom, would you like to introduce everybody? I was talking about my busy morning.
Sorry.
Right?
Let's see now.
I did not get to
Patty G is in the official. He's behind the glass there. If you're trying to envision this space, this is imagine
Godwin.
a gigantic round table. Directly across from me, son number 2, Willie, right there.
Hey, Bob.
Willie G. Let's see. Willie's got a big thing coming up July 5th.
I do.
July 5th and 6th, Skyline Comedy Club, Appleton, Wisconsin. Shake your blues away with some comedy. Let's see now. We have.
That's not the official tagline of the weekend, by the way.
What is the title?
There's no tagline yet. I was just saying it's not Shake Your Blues Away for the time being.
I was just trying to keep our blues theme with the Black
Love
Blues.
it. Yeah, you can grab tickets at my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a link in the bio. Thank you very much.
Speaking of black, Ace is wearing a black T-shirt.
There we go. Great transition.
So am I, and so is Willie.
Yep.
So is Josh.
So's Josh. He's wearing a black shirt, not a T-shirt.
Okay, so
He's
you've
wearing
already
a white T-shirt.
You've introduced Josh.
So are
That's
you.
Chick McGee talking. The lady with the scarf. This is her new thing.
Yep.
It's Christy Lee.
Pat and I are in khaki today.
Yeah, I got my Mojo shirt on.
Yeah.
Not his mom, by the way.
Oh, God.
That's Pat's mom's name.
Nobody knows it's khaki. I would imagine fewer than 2% of people know that Pat's mom's named Khaki.
She's a sweet lady.
Nickname for Catherine, yeah, Khaki.
Oh,
Is it really?
That's
Never heard
cute.
that before.
Her name is Khaki.
I
Absolutely.
thought she was in the Army, Lifetime Army.
No, that's not what she wears.
Khaki.
Silly
That's
goose.
her name, Khaki. Isn't that a great name?
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone that has that nickname either. It's really great.
It is
though.
cute.
It is cute.
I knew a khaki in college.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Was it Catherine as well?
Well,
I
it's
do not know, but we always called her khaki. I
it's
think.
better than her old nickname,
What was
her
that?
Mama Yammer.
Pat's mom?
We changed
Yeah.
that.
Well, I've never met Pat's mom.
You know who's Pat's mom's favorite on the show is? Go ahead, tell him.
Pat.
I think Chick
no.
McGee.
Yeah, Chick McGee. That's
Yeah, she's
exactly
a huge fan.
Over her own son.
Yeah, well,
You're thinking of my mother-in-law, I think.
she knows. Oh, your
Jimmy's mom.
My mother-in-law?
Yeah, she loves you, and my mom loves you too. But Nona is a huge fan of yours.
Nona.
Jimmy's grandmother.
No,
yeah.
technically,
Nona the Mona?
is the proper term the ex-mother-in-law?
I don't know what to call her because I call her Nona.
We
but
do
yeah,
live in an awkward world
do
where there are
indeed,
words that are so hard
Yeah.
Extended family out the years,
Jimmy's
right?
grandma
Because
loves
sometimes
Chick.
you still hold on to the family. I know I have. So I just
Are your cousin's kids called anything?
cousins.
That's a great
kids.
question because my 2 little girls were with my niece's daughter in England last week.
Right.
So what is their relation?
They're
Nothing.
cousins.
Second
Yeah, they're
cousin's
probably like
house
second or
removed.
third
No, but I
cousins
mean,
or something.
so she's my niece,
Sure. And she has a daughter.
right? So that I don't know. This is the once removed.
Well, and then
Yes.
you remember when you grew up, your mom had insisted you call that one lady that was a friend of hers your aunt.
That was my father's sister.
Well, that even makes it kinkier.
Although she would be celebrating this month.
I think she would be your aunt then if it's your
No,
father's
the
sister.
other aunt, not the sister. Never mind.
The
Was
one
she
she
the one who
played.
played badminton all the time?
Yeah.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
She had a badminton thing.
Cool. All right. Yeah, cool. I got it.
See?
For sure, dude. For sure.
Athletic.
For guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, never had a gray hair. Not one.
And didn't color.
No, did not.
Never married?
No.
That's why.
And
No
Matter of
wor-
fact, Christy.
no worries. Go smiling through the day.
Never had to worry about that.
yeah, it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. In any event, welcome to the show. I forgot how we got here.
I drove. I don't know.
Well, you're on fire this morning.
That's such an old school joke.
I meant.
Well, boy, my arm's tired. No, that's not right.
We're getting close.
That's fun.
Wow, so far swings and misses. From me, I apologize.
I love the swings and misses.
Coming up, we have a brand new song. Pat's been working
really?
on this. Yeah, on a topic that'll be contemporary and in the news for at least another day.
I know what this is about, I bet.
What?
Hawk
You
Tuah?
sound upset that it's not going to hang around longer.
No, this particular news cycle will get its 24 hours, or maybe a week. We'll see.
It better stick around long enough for my hat to get here. Otherwise, what a wasted
T-shirt, yeah.
purchase.
That's no joke.
She's been approached by Hollywood, so.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is it's one of these things. One of these someone who gets famous in a viral way, and then
Yeah.
2 months later, well, see, in the old days, they'd be in Playboy.
Or on a radio show.
They did their own radio show for about a week.
Is this that Hawk Tuah thing?
Yeah, the Hawk Tuah thing.
You know,
Tuah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
the
The
Dolphins
proper
quarterback.
respect, please.
Josh and I were having a discussion after the show yesterday, and you did. It's got to be the top 2 or 3 things he does that drive us crazy. You were asking all of us questions about this Hawk Tuah thing, and you had not heard of it, and it was just relatively new.
I hadn't heard of it.
And we were, Josh, and we're all. You were saying, yeah, it's a internet. It's gone viral. This like 5 or 6 times. So then we see you on the internet, and then all of a sudden you go, "Oh yeah, it is viral. Look at this." So you just don't hear Josh, or don't think he's a person, or
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
You don't trust Josh?
You cross-reference things is what you
See
do.
what you-
you find a
see what I
second
mean?
opinion is what you do.
you always do. You don't trust us.
You trust anything you see in the internet?
No, I don't, but you do.
Also, can I say you didn't trust him? You did trust the internet. In the story we just told,
Right.
you didn't trust Chick. You did trust the internet.
And didn't trust Josh.
Well, Willie, would you trust Chick?
I trust my Uncle Chick.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
see,
wouldn't steer him wrong.
that's the weakness of our argument. We're not always trustworthy.
Oh, I lie.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
admit you lie.
I admit I lie.
I just was amazed that something that's maybe 3 seconds in length has gone that viral about something that is
It's a crazy world we
has
live
been
in.
out there for a long time.
That's the reason things go viral. You can't explain it.
Yeah.
And you can't plan it. And
My
it
only
just
reference,
goes.
I mentioned a little bit of Brokeback and got nothing.
Do you think the guy that was doing the man on the street interviews is like, look, I was asking the hard-hitting questions. Why am I not getting any attention for this?
Right.
Yeah.
Where's his career?
Yeah, no kidding. It's all just about some random drunk girl in 3 seconds goes. Well, anyway, we'll be explaining what it is and why we have a song about it coming up. Let's see. Also, some really cool stuff in the news and an extraordinarily dumb world record. Willie, have you ever heard of this game? Hang on a second. A video game that I never heard of called, it's either pronounced Arch Age or Arc Age.
I don't think so.
Well,
Is it ARC age?
ARCHE.
AR, capital A, RCHE, no space, capital AGE.
Is it like Age of Empires, maybe?
It says it's a medieval fantasy, multiple player game. Anyway, it's caused a really serious assault. We'll get to that coming up. One of these things where you play with your buddies online. Just kind of, what the hell's going on in this world?
Was that the cause of it? Somebody was fighting online and they took it to the streets?
Yeah.
We have people who have died having sex in the news, among other things.
Sweet.
Some cool stuff in sports. And we have attacks on flatulence coming up. And radioactive rhinoceroses. But
And if you think you're confused about watching the Olympics now, just wait till they start. Boy, it's going to get nuts.
Oh.
and
really?
Yeah.
and a point I've been making for years has been underscored by one of today's headlines. It's an aspect of AI that's been pissing me off for a long time, and about fonts that is driving me crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah,
Fonts and AI.
It's a bad day to be a font around Tommy G.
yeah. Doesn't font sound like a disgusting word, John?
It kind of, yes.
Did you see her font? Oh. I bet she keeps that thing hairy.
She like to keep it hairy. And you know what?
That's
I
an
like to
inside
keep them.
joke.
I like to keep them in my ears. I'm talking about my Raycon
Yeah, you
earbuds.
do.
I'm talking about
not your font.
No, not her font or my font. You know, they sound pretty good at about half the price the Raycons do. Now's the best time to get yourself a pair of Raycons because they've got that swell price, and they just launched their upgraded model of their best-selling everyday earbuds. It's new features like active noise cancellation, even better gel tips with an ergonomic design, that perfect fit, and multi-point connectivity. Now you can pair 2 devices at once, plus even quicker charge function, and they are weatherproof. We received our Raycon upgrade, and Chrissy got the blush violet. I got the forest green. Tom got the royal blue.
I got the blue.
Josh
Christmas.
got the classic black for his evening wear.
Josh gotta be black.
Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's right. 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. Now he's doing it on purpose. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I don't know how Chick ever comes in here and has any nerves left. I thought I got on his last one yesterday.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Of all that fun stuff coming up in today's news, as well as someone getting pulled over for driving a suitcase. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yeah.
The best comedian, Tim Allen, is here.
He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car.
Uh-huh.
And I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears, do you? It's a Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primates you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. I got one of those big tool belts.
Yeah.
2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what is that, a pencil holder over there, Bob? I'm gonna hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to Miter Me a Dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I noticed Grandma's Easy Lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I popped down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there. Doilies following her. Sorry, Grandma. I'll dial that baby down as soon as I rewire Grandpa's hearing aid. I got a preamp on that son of a bitch.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God. Now that's manly.
Yeah. Presiding over a symbolic condom roast in his Catholic church's parking lot in Waterbury, Connecticut. Yes.
I love those.
The Reverend Joseph Looney protested.
Mesquite condom roast. Very tasty.
I'd like that blackened, please. It makes it look bigger.
And they look so good at a shish kebab, too. A little pepper, a little bell pepper, condom, tomato.
What's the name of this reverend?
Reverend Joseph Looney. I'm not kidding.
Unbelievable. I'm Casey Kasem, and here's the American Top 40. Is it just my imagination, or is my head just a bit too big for my body? And here's my wife, Karima Kasem. Show him the Top 40s, honey.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My boyfriend loves when I Hawk Tuah him, but when I want him to return the favor, he won't unless I shower first. It really kills the vibe. Can I change him?
Maybe there's an odor. Do you have an odor issue? If she does, then... And I'm asking you, Allie, do you have an odor issue? I just realized it's so silly when we ask questions of the person who wrote this letter maybe 7 weeks ago.
Next time, just gag and throw up on him instead of Hawk Tuah or whatever. Like, sorry, it was stanky.
More sound advice.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back.
Did you say jump off a bridge?
To the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin's here.
Hey, chick.
There's Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morrow.
Josh Arnold is here.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Hey, man. It's time for, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Things we learned yesterday, this morning. A lot of people still weighing in about three-legged dogs. We're talking about that earlier.
Sweet pooches.
That was the world record for three-legged dogs. How many? Well, there are almost 100 of them, right? And somewhere in San Francisco?
For the largest gathering of three-legged dogs, yes, almost.
We got a nice letter from a guy who's got a lovely dog with 3 legs. It's good, they're so
and
sweet.
I don't get this, or maybe I'm not supposed to get it, but this gentleman says his name is Mikey. Hey, guys, your show gets me through my shift at work. I, though, am usually a day behind. I just had to say my friend had a 3-legged dog, and they named him Yardy.
3 feet.
Oh, 3 feet, Yardy. Oh, okay. Yardy. Got it.
Kind of a sweet name.
That's love you guys from Mikey in Wisconsin.
All dogs are great.
All dogs go to heaven. Isn't that what they say?
I don't have chat with my dogs this morning.
What'd they say?
Well, one of them was very keen to go out.
Well,
the other gave me the "what the hell are you doing up so early" look.
Don't you get up every day at that hour? So
sometimes. And I knew the one had to go.
Oh.
You know, that thing where you take your dog out and you barely hit the door and all of a sudden, the famous crouch, they're ready to roll.
They've got that, the shrimp?
Yeah, they
make the shrimp shape?
Yeah, everything's good. We're okay.
They hunch over? Man, I've always said that. That's a friend. I mean, we're all friends, I guess, but I don't think I'd go to the bathroom next to Josh out in the backyard. I don't think I'd do that while he was going to the bathroom.
No.
You would pee.
I don't know if I'd pee standing next to him. Well, maybe I would.
Certain instances, I'm sure.
Sword fight?
I don't know that we'd sword fight.
No, we're not going to do any.
What do you get all wet?
Grab ass like you did with your brothers, you weirdo.
We also used to sword fight.
I love sword fights.
It was a lot of fun.
Serious?
Oh, yeah. You're in the backyard. You let it rip.
Nothing funnier.
So fun.
That's wild.
Just one more thing you women can't do.
And
like, run stuff.
This sickness is perpetuating.
Yes, Ace.
I've always had issue with the troughs.
With the troughs?
Yeah. Like at Wrigley. And
oh, yeah. Those are if you're like on mushrooms or too stoned or something, those things are so scary. You think it's going to steal it. You got no idea what's happening.
Yeah, especially the troughs where you're across from another guy.
Yeah, and you're right next to somebody.
Yeah, that's weird. Now, what is your protocol? You walk into a bathroom. There are 4 urinals.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy at either end, so that means you got the 2 middle ones open. Which one do you pick?
Wait a minute, there's a guy on both ends?
Yeah, so you got 4 urinals, so the 2 ones in the middle are open. What do you do?
I go to a stall.
You go to a stall.
Yeah, I don't go stand next to a guy.
I don't like going into the stalls unless I have to. There's a lot of germs in there.
Is one guy bigger than the other guy?
Could be.
I'll go to the smaller guy to give the big guy more room.
Okay, that's
Okay.
nice. That's very,
There we
very
go.
nice.
Now, you ladies don't have, that's another thing you can't do.
We don't have to. We don't want to do.
Although I'm surprised with our government, they don't require urinals in ladies' rooms just on general principles. You know what I mean, Josh? Equal everything, right?
Don't drag him into your crusade. There's something in your coffee this morning. Don't
You
make him part of it.
obviously haven't seen the fabulous viral video, Hillbilly Fire Department,
Oh,
with the woman
God.
putting a fire out.
Oh, man.
Where she's standing and
really
arcing through the air. Yeah.
And does she put it out?
Oh, yeah, she puts the fire out.
She's skilled.
She is really something.
Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't dwell on this, but coming up for, I think, the third or fourth year in a row, we have a fascinating story about the Glastonbury Music Festival, where I believe Dua Lipa is playing tonight.
Oh.
I love Dua Lipa.
Surprised you're not there.
And then one of your bands, Coldplay, tomorrow.
What's Dua Lipa's favorite song that she does, Tom?
I'm Levitating. God, I love that song.
Man, that's like I've heard it. I heard Dua do it when you do it. It's
great,
amazing.
great video, great beat. In any event, the Glastonbury Festival has a huge thing involving, they're collecting all of the urine of the people there.
Weird.
Yeah, you'll find out why. It is odd.
Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those tree hugger things.
Are they trying to set the record for most failed drug tests?
That doesn't sound like...
actually, that's kind of part of the story. It's really interesting.
That doesn't sound like something we should let people do, is take your
I'd be
urine.
skeptical about it.
Well, wait till you hear the story. You're going to be really skeptical.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable with it.
It's one of those, tree hugging, we're saving the earth by saving our piss things.
Huh.
You know that campaign.
Well, I'm glad you're treating another person's opinion with the respect it deserves. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Yeah. They do important work, Yellow Piece.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greenpeace gets all the press.
Yeah.
Yellow River.
The guys that pissed all over Stonehenge got nothing.
Does somebody pee on it?
Oh, can you imagine how many people have peed on it?
I thought they spray painted it.
Back in the day, I bet somebody.
No, they did. They did spray paint it.
People peed on it.
That thing is an attraction. If you've got a couple beers, it's 6 p.m., sun setting, that thing, you want to pee on that. It's like a magnet for bees.
No way. I'm not getting on the scrolls of the ancient aliens that built that.
Yeah.
Really? Is that what it is?
When they come back.
And I would
You
argue,
peed on this. You're dead.
Alien car.
I would argue that one of the greatest albums of all time features
Stonehenge on the cover?
Kind of a big rock.
a big rock full of pee with The Who.
Yeah.
That is one of the greatest records of all.
What if that rock is still out there somewhere?
It's got to be.
Looks like it's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. The one where the Who peed?
Yeah.
Is that like a mecca, like the Abbey Road crosswalk?
Right.
People go there. I want to pee where Keith Moon whizzed.
So this was 30 years ago. I found out that wasn't a greatest hits album.
Yeah. That's
Tom told me.
pretty amazing.
Oh, who's next?
Yeah.
Because even the title kind of sounds like a greatest hits
Right.
album.
Oh, yeah.
And every song's amazing.
Yeah, if you're looking to get into The Who, that's where you start.
That's a desert island album.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yesterday, we learned that Tom has a new sun shield for his car. And,
All right.
Yes, I do.
He has a backup, of course. He has two.
Well, it's because I couldn't find my one from last year.
I don't know why you don't have the shades that pull down for cars. They make those, they make them brand
No, I do.
specific.
On the side windows, I have that.
You do have
Oh, you do? Okay.
Okay.
It's built into the car.
Cool.
You probably have that, too, and don't even know it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
When you put you on your car, your rear windows,
yeah,
put them down, put them up, and then put them down, and the shade will drop.
Really?
Whoa.
Man.
Okay. Yeah, I never put those windows down. So,
But I had a car for 2 years before I knew it had a CD player.
Yeah, they used to hide those kind of.
Yeah, but that's you though.
Yeah, that's you. We're not surprised by that. Chick not knowing he has shades in the back of his car, that would be a shock.
Although the last car I had before this one, which was essentially the same car, I always thought it had a third row, and it did not have a third row.
Oh,
I would have bet $1 million it had a third row. Didn't have a third row, Tom.
Oh,
and neither does this one.
Your car has a third row, right?
It does.
Yeah,
that's why I got it.
Let's see. Oh, we need to follow up on this. It was announced yesterday morning that yesterday you were supposed to get bath sheets delivered to your home.
Oh, yeah.
I did. Yeah, they arrived. I laundered them and used the first one this morning, and I'm rave review from me.
Man, now, you were explaining. I didn't know this, and neither did Willie. Bath sheets aren't sheets; they're towels.
They are, yeah.
But they're huge towels.
They're huge towels.
Yeah, they're much larger and really luxurious. It felt like I was spoiling myself.
And I
deserve it.
I have a question again.
Please.
So when you make them sarong style, you get out of the shower, you make it sarong around your waist.
Okay.
Does it touch the ground?
I don't know because I don't do that, but I bet it wouldn't. I bet it would come close, but I don't think it would.
Because you could always tuck it up a little higher and do it like the ladies do, around the boobs.
Yeah, but I don't do that at all because I live alone.
That'd be a good look.
So,
are you trying to give him a tip about tucking his towel in after he gets out of the shower?
I just think next time he has a lady over, it'd be pretty funny if he walked out of the shower and had the towel from his boobs down.
Oh, you wanted it really high.
Yeah, way up.
Covering his boobs. Yeah. Okay.
You know why he's doing that? Because that's what he does. He wraps the towel around, and then he has one towel around his neck like a jock after practice, and then he has another one over the shoulder. He's a big toweler. He goes into the kitchen with the towels.
Oh, okay.
Do you really?
He's an odd
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
You walk around the house with just a towel?
On occasion. No, but
in front of your daughters?
My towels are so big, I have those really thin, they're like tablecloths. I got to fold them in half and then do the sarong thing. But
and we always get messages, so I will tell you the brand is Utopia. I don't know if it's a good brand or not. I like them because people always ask, "Hey, what bath sheets are you using?"
Do you buff? Where you put the towel between your legs and go up and down?
No way. I mean, you don't have to do that at all.
You do both sides of the testes? No?
I don't. Do you buff?
Well, if you buff, then that towel has to go right into the bin because you've got ass matter all over it.
You just got out of the shower. How dirty are you?
Yeah.
The only person I've ever seen do that is Mr. Krabs in an episode of SpongeBob.
Exactly. It's only a cartoon character thing.
And the most flamboyant, silly cartoon character.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Voiced by the fabulous Clancy Brown.
Yes.
Mr. Krabs, he's SpongeBob's boss. He works at the...
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
His daughter's a whale. Hilarious.
Yes.
I don't know how that
She
works.
thinks she's fat. Oh, man.
But
she wears lipstick.
Yes.
Don't you like to get really dry, though, between the, in the taintal area?
But you don't have to do that.
Do you air dry?
Air drying is good
Air
for your
drying is
skin.
the best for you.
Yes,
You're
it is.
supposed to not use a towel at all.
That's
Just
correct.
air dry.
Yep.
I use a hairdryer down there now.
That works.
I go down there like I'm wrapping up at the car wash. Get a hairdryer down there.
Be careful.
Remember this argument we had about this? There was a guy at my gym doing that.
I was just going to say, are you the guy at the gym that dries your hair with your hairdryer?
And then
No, I do it in the hand dryer at the gym because I don't bring a hairdryer.
they put a sign up
Wow.
saying do not.
Don't dry your pubes.
Yep.
Your what?
Pubes.
They put a sign up.
Pubes.
It was worded something like blow dryers are only for hair on head. It was something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So they're community hair dryers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
you can't
locked-
have that.
Locked in the
Right.
wall there.
Have you ever taken a picture in the locker room at your
No,
gym?
you're not allowed to.
No, I think you should. Especially,
Can take a picture in the locker.
especially if the guy's drying his pubes on the hand dryer. Get a shot of
hand
that
dryer.
and see what happens.
And he's the same guy that for some reason the NBA passed over him to be a coach, but that doesn't stop him from talking very loud about what's wrong with every team and every player.
I love idiots like that. Just let them talk. It's
Would
so
I know
fun.
who this is?
No, he's just some jackass.
He's always in the sauna there at the gym.
Oh, you know the guy?
Yeah, I know
He
the guy.
seems to know everything about the NBA, but for some reason hasn't been hired by a team.
And
That guy.
politics and finance.
Coming up, we have interesting news from the world of, what's the plural of rhinoceros?
Rhinoceri?
Rhinosy guys?
No.
Is it rhinoceroses?
Rhinoceroses.
We'll look it up.
Rhinoceroses?
We got a really odd story about trying to help save the rhinoceros. But,
Good.
involving radiation, which is weird.
They are radioactive.
Well, after this, they may be.
Radioactive. We talked about back in the saddle again yesterday.
It is rhinoceroses.
Is it really? Oh, that's good to know.
Tom says it's a great song. We all...
No, please don't play that.
Certainly had its place. It was important in 1938.
We talked about this song. You like that one, right?
Yeah, oh, sure.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Who brought back, is it the Russians or the Chinese? The Chinese brought back rocks from the far side of the moon.
China, yes.
Yeah, which is, they're going to find their, hey, they're rocks with nothing in them. Okay, good.
And they're going to be here in exactly 24 hours. And then the rock, you're going to hear this ding, and it's going to crack open, and there's going to be a creature inside
that
the
would be
rock.
That would be great.
If people from Mars are Martians, what are people from the moon called?
Moonins?
Loonies. Oh, Moonies is taken.
Lunatics?
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah. We learned about Equinophobia. I forget where we landed.
Equinophobia.
Equinophobia. It's a fear of horses that I have.
Yeah.
I don't.
You can also go with hippophobia.
What's
since
that?
that's the Latin for horse.
Oh, is that not fear of hippos?
Like much like hippopotamus means water horse.
Yep.
I thought hippophobia was scared of that ass because I ain't got that.
You don't have that fear.
I love that ass.
Got to back that ass up.
You have hippophilia.
Oh, I feel that ass all day.
Yes.
Don't you?
Give me that ass.
I want to get to the origin of it. So hippopotamus means horses of the sea.
I mean, I think water horse is actually.
Who was it? A blind guy that made that? It's like the whole thing about the manatees.
Right.
Where they say the pirates, whatever.
Well, they call those sea cows.
Yeah, but they mistook. They mistook.
I think it was Columbus.
They mistook the manatees for women.
I think Columbus actually wrote these manatees aren't nearly as beautiful as they are in paintings. They would look at them and go,
You know what those manatees had, though? They had that ass.
They got that water ass.
Don't forget those manatee teeth.
What's up?
Got that water ass. And a manatee.
Hey, it's time for me to tell you about SimpliSafe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system that I told Tom about years ago.
It's awesome.
And now they're one of our most valued and longest advertisers here on the Bob and Tom Show. One of our favorite sponsors, SimpliSafe Advanced Home Security, that puts you number one. It helps keep my compound safe every day, and you could be next. It's up to you. I have that multi-camera shoot at my house, high-definition cameras both inside and out. Allows me to keep an eye on everything going on at the compound, including an extra special watch of my lady dogs to see what they're up to. SimpliSafe offers 24/7 monitoring, accessible to everybody, low upfront costs and monitoring plans for less than $1 a day. And you could install the system yourself. I've done it. Or you can have someone at SimpliSafe, a pro, do it. There's no contract. And, of course, it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. And isn't it time you get peace of mind, especially with the vacation season coming up? In summer, you're away from your house more often. SimpliSafe is the prescription for what you need. Don't be scared of leaving your house at home. I'm not sure what that would be called, but SimpliSafe has the cure. Go to SimpliSafeTom.com and get 20% off any new SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. Remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Coming up, we'll tell you what this is, and I believe we have a song coming up about...
Oh, you got to give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
Spit on that thing. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, Chick, you've heard about this thing called an annuity?
Sure.
Do you know what they are?
Not sure. Actually unsure.
Well, Mr. Unsure, annuities ensure that you'll still have income even after you retire.
Kind of like getting a paycheck for not really working. I like that deal.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Hey!
So, to get started, here's the name you need to know. Silac Insurance Company.
Silac?
Yep, Silac, S-I-L-A-C. Living longer requires more than just Social Security.
Agreed, but I'm still unsure.
Hey, Silac's annuities help protect the unsure against financial risk to their retirement savings. Down market? No problem. An unexpected health issue? Not an issue. Your annuity is flexible because life isn't predictable.
Silac, huh? Fly-by-nighters?
Nope. The company actually opened during the Great Depression. Back then, they were on a mission to help people when people really needed the help.
So signing up going to be complicated?
Silac makes getting an annuity clean, simple, and transparent. Move on from unsure to insure. Silac. Get started now at SILACINS.com.
Performance varies. Past performance not indicative.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thursday starts the weekend.
Heck yeah, it does.
Am I right on that?
A lot of people think so.
Thirsty Thursday. Drinking for a Lincoln. Who came up with that idea? Beer for a
Abraham
penny?
Lincoln himself.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
Hey.
Alcohol.
I'm the president of the United States.
Beer probably cost a penny back then.
Thank you very much.
Must have been weird looking at himself on the Kennedy hat. Who was the commentator that once said Jackie Kennedy was the only person that could walk around with a Kennedy $50 and go, I slept with him?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she wasn't the only person. Now that you mentioned it, Christy, yeah, I guess there weren't any more.
That was issued while Jackie was still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was.
it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a defender here.
Okay.
Someone rushing to your defense?
Well, you guys were mocking me because I like to have this windshield. What do you call it? The window
Sunshade.
Sunshade.
Mm-hmm.
So when I park my car when it's really hot, I
think they're unnecessary.
Like a koozie for your
people
beer.
love them. I mean, they're
again, you've never lived in Florida.
I think they're 90% of the country right now is like 100 degrees and 100% humidity.
They really do work. When I lived in Florida, I didn't know about them. I just moved down there. And I told you the story about having a plastic cassette holder the size of a shoebox. And the first week I was down there, all of my cassettes melted. So, and technically it was like the first ever mixtape.
Yes.
I could stand outside the window of some lady holding up my melted plastic box of cassettes that I could never play again. Dear Knuckleheads and Christy.
Yeah.
Ed is kind enough to write.
Not funny
By the way, Ed has his nickname. It's Monkey Boy.
He doesn't mean it. Don't be upset.
I've got to agree with Tom with much chagrin. I left a couple of cassettes in the dash during the summer.
Well, in the dash?
I came back and I had a melted. You're calling Ed, the monkey man, an idiot?
Monkey boy, he's an idiot.
He is the monkey boy. I had a melted mass of plastic and tape. Bought a sunscreen that day. He's a monkey man now, if you ask me. He was only a monkey boy then. Thank you, Ed. Thank you for backing me up. Now, we are reviewing many things in life. Coming up, we have Hawk Tuah news. But what have you got over there?
Oh, we had a picture of little Josh Arnold yesterday on a pony.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was standing next to my friend.
That was
Yes,
very
we
exciting.
did. It was cute.
I forgot what his name was. But
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask what the name of the pony was.
yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember. But it was a beautiful, beautiful country. Wales. Really had a nice trip.
It was a British or a United Kingdom pony, huh?
It was.
That's interesting.
The old Welsh pony, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, the old Welsh pony.
Josh enjoys...
That sounds like a sex move. I gave her the old Welsh pony.
Oh, geez, no wonder she smells.
That was all I can say. She had to stand on her head with some Diet Pepsi pouring it. You know what I'm talking about.
Was it Rachel Hunter Welsh? Is that right? Am I getting that right? Rod Stewart's ex-wife? or something?
Maybe.
She is something.
Yeah, she's
You
something.
always
all right.
liked her, didn't you?
Man. Josh enjoys the theme to F Droop, while Tom likes McHale's Navy.
And I think, Josh, I think I won that battle. We played them both.
Man.
The theme from F Troop blows.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what I thought I liked.
However, the Jetsons is still the best theme.
They're both excellent.
Of any television show, period. Jeff Oskey arrived in France early for the 2024 Summer Olympics.
He said he's bored to tears.
He's bored to tears.
Well, the games haven't started yet.
And apparently there was a Chick McGee doppelganger over in Paris that joined Jeff for a quick moment.
By the way, coming up, we have two great stories about the Olympics.
Oh.
All right.
7'3" Chinese female basketball player. She's 7'3". She's playing in the 17 and under age group over
Singing
there.
bass from Menudo, oddly enough.
That is one tall girl.
That is your international joke. No, it's just international.
That is one long.
So apparently, nothing funny about it.
Well, I don't know if I got it. Were they all tall in Menudo?
No, they were the opposite. They were all from Mexico.
Yeah.
You see, and she's Chinese.
And they all kind of age out.
4 feet tall.
I think when you get to be 15, you're out of the band.
Yeah.
Are they still out there?
So you're counting that as international?
Mexico and China, yes. That would be 3 different countries.
Well, is Mexico?
It's a country, yes.
Well, I don't know about that.
We're merging.
It's like United States South, right?
Oh, yeah, we're merging right now.
Canada's not another
Let's be
country,
honest.
is
Come
it?
on.
No.
Do you need a passport to get to Mexico?
No, just slide it.
Or just Canada, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
I don't think you need much of anything to go either way.
That's what road you take.
We got to hear Pat sing one of my new favorite songs of his, Coke in the Boat.
Oh, Coke in the Boat.
Coke in the Boat.
That's a fun one.
Coke in the Boat.
But I got to tell you, Pat, I like that, but I love the Hialeah tribute.
Yes.
It's so summer campy.
Sing along.
Can we do it again?
You certainly can, mister.
You know what I was listening to this morning?
What?
The Blackbirds, man. Remember them? Walking in Rhythm?
Oh, that's a good song.
Oh, yeah.
Great song.
Very good song.
Moving in song.
And no, it's nothing like this.
But the background in this is this keeps happening, and we all have differing views on what to do if it happens. If you're out in a boat somewhere between Cuba, the Bahamas, and Florida, they keep finding big floating bales of cocaine.
And Mexico.
It's in Miami.
Yeah, but this was in a place called Hialeah that I only have heard of because of the horse track.
Correct, yeah.
It was famous for a horse track
Little
back in the
sliver
60s.
of land down there next to Miami. That's where all the coke keeps washing up.
But what do you do if you're out in your boat having some fun, you see a big thing floating cocaine, and you said, Josh, you would just go
I leave and say nothing to no one.
Yeah.
You don't call the cops?
No,
Well,
I'm not getting involved in anything.
I tell you what you do with this song. You sing along if you know it, right?
Yeah. You can see it coming, and you kind of beat me to the rhyme a little bit.
That's right.
It's a fun game.
It's fun.
Cocaine washed upon the shore in Hialeah. Selling it on the streets is a bad idea. If you find it, call the cops ASAP. Good. Cocaine washed up on the shores in Hialeah. It gets harder.
Okay.
I met a girl in Key West named Maria. Made love on the beach, got gonorrhea. Ate a Cuban sandwich and got Diarrhea. Cocaine washed up on the shore in Hialeah.
Oh, very nice, Pat.
I mean, how can you not love that song? Oh, because I just loved singing by the campfire at camp. Willie would have his guitar out and have some great memories.
What are you talking about?
Up in Harbor Springs, we'd be at Lucia's house. And
yeah, we would all hang out. You weren't. You were singing with us. What are you talking about?
No, I was probably doing the dishes, but
you were doing the dishes in safety goggles.
You and Pat are singing. My mom loved
Me
that.
and Sam were running around sneaking beers. What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. Willie's the guy at the campfire with the guitar?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm very good. I had the best teacher in the world, Patty G. Showed me the ropes, man.
Oh, I remember we were up at we rented Lucia's house, and we were up in.
Who's Lucius?
What's the difference?
Lucia. It's my dad's old friend from when he was growing up.
Oh, okay, Lucia.
And Pat was with us, and they had the guitars out. We were all
for your mom?
singing. My mom was crying. It was so beautiful.
There's a great picture. It's I love the picture, but I was going through my little rebellious phase. So it's 6th grade.
Long hair?
I'm next to my beautiful grandma, and she's so sweet. I've got long hair. I've got a black wristband with metal studs on it. I'm wearing another wristband with Bart Simpson pissing on something.
I'll take a picture with you, Grandma, but you can tell I'm extreme.
Oh, my goodness. I was cool.
Damn right I am.
Charlie probably had a "Blow Me a Kiss" T-shirt on, with a kiss part in a different shade of.
That was a good song, but that wasn't Coke.
That wasn't Coke in the Boat.
That's what Tom asked for, the sing-along Hialeah.
You can do Coke in the Boat.
I'd be glad.
It's the same. It's the same. The news story keeps coming around.
Yeah, Coke in the Boat.
So it
can't be that hard to do.
You don't think because these people in the story they hauled the Coke in the boat and took it into shore.
Coke in the boat.
So your thought is, Josh, that if you do that, whoever's Coke it was is going to track you down.
Yeah. I'm not going to swing from a Mexico City bridge because I ratted out whoever left the Coke there.
Talk about a deterrent, huh?
Yeah.
Woo!
So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yes, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. It's Coke in the boat. Coke in the boat, baby. Coke in the boat. We'll look the boat over. Coke in the boat. Coke in the boat, baby. Coast Guard's watching you, and will you learn? Drug boats drag a little in the stern. Oh, tourists found a stash in the Keys. Border Patrol makes these waters drug-free. There's Coke in the hole, so please explain. And bald eagles on the packages of cocaine. So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. So we'd like to know where you're taking the cocaine. There's Coke in the boat, Coke in the boat, baby. Coke in the boat, hand the boat over. Coke in the boat, $1 million maybe. Coke in the boat. Coke in the boat.
Yeah.
All right. Really good.
Who does rock the boat?
The Hughes Corporation.
Isn't it H-U-E-S?
Yes.
Man, that's a good song.
Yeah, like colors, like a hue.
Right, that
was a special time and a special song. That was just wouldn't have been a hit any other time.
Yeah, it was really of its time.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's so many great one-hit wonders out there.
Ah, man, that was
a big dance.
You don't like Rock the Boat?
Rock the boat, baby.
That whole early 70s.
Don't tip the boat over. He wants you to rock it, but don't tip the boat over.
You can rock it.
Yeah.
With the exception of Pete Frampton, there wasn't much.
There's a lot of great music.
Yeah, well.
Is that what they call them, the Florida Keys?
Oh, that's a good point. There are a lot of keys there.
Coming up, we have sporting news. A couple great stories about the Olympics, one of which underscores my issue with fonts. F-O-N-T.
No one cares.
More people should. This is part of the reason our society is breaking down.
Don't you get violent about Comic Sans?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
If you get an email for Comic Sans,
no, I have a serif problem, which we'll discuss later. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
In the studio now, two comedians. We are joined by Jimmy Pardo, also another guy. It's comedian Chad Daniels. Chad, I understand that you have an injury, that nothing humorous about it, but you look like you're in a little bit of pain.
broke my tailbone.
Yeah. Did you break it like recently or
a week and a half ago?
Okay.
Tailgating,
How do you
following too closely?
You can't put a cast on that, can you?
No, you can't. No. I was drywalling. I kept bending over to measure and cut and everything, and I guess my leg muscles were too tight or something like that, and it kept rocking it back and forth till finally it snapped.
What? You didn't even hit it on me.
I didn't hit it on anything. From bending over, and yeah, that's the kind of shape I'm in.
Where's that tire? Wow.
Never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, the doctor said it happens a lot to pregnant women, which was really awesome to hear from your doctor.
Are your breasts tender?
No, they're
You're
not.
the first man for that to happen to.
Was it?
Wow.
It sounds like it was incredibly painful.
It sounds like it is
Yeah,
painful.
my wife actually couldn't sit down for a while. Sympathy pains. What? What?
Nailed it!
Ding, 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 ding.
I thought we said there was nothing funny about this.
Ding, 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 ding,
Wait a minute, hold it. Hey! Yeah!
Hello, Friday morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's time for the air base.
Ooh, here we go. Come on now. Everybody got her?
This is the guy that perfected it, Jimmy Pardo, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Hey, hey, what the matter with the head?
Do you know the lyrics?
Little red bug.
Hey, hey, what's the matter with the guy?
Say it again.
Hey, hey, what's the matter with the
Chicken. Oh, we've got something new.
What happened?
Oh, Lou Reed.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Jimmy Pardo on the air base, ladies and gentlemen.
Like you just don't care. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I go this way.
Oh, now suddenly it's in a stand-up acoustic. Oh, that's new.
Yeah, right.
I like that.
Very nice.
Hold your left hand higher. Remember, it's you.
Jerk.
It's not a stand-up cello.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
It's not a stand-up cello.
Got it. That's it.
That's it. You ruined it. You ruined everybody's fun.
Sorry.
You ruined everybody's fun.
This woman is listening to the Bob and Tom Morning Show on Q95.
That's disgusting. Why, nothing could be worse than that. Well, I stand corrected.
The Bob and Tom Morning Show on Q95. Get up and get it on.
Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom and Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Hey, Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop.
Uh-huh.
I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea. I love open houses, man. Sunday, I show up.
Yeah.
Meet the owners and say, "You get out the car! You get on the ground!" Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal.
Yeah. Hey, back up, man.
I said,
I made my living in the movies.
I'm an ass whooping
Yeah.
Steven Seagal.
For the last 2 seconds, I've been a bitch slapper. Steven Seagal. No, man.
Wow, you have sound effects and everything, huh, Steven?
Bob and Tom 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Scientists are puzzled over a bright white rock found on Mars. An analysis of the rock indicates it's composed of the minerals pyroxene and feldspar.
Feldspar, oh, sure, yeah.
That's a law firm, isn't it? Pyroxene and feldspar.
Thank you. Have a seat. I'm Arnold Feldspar.
You know what the problem with Mars is going to be? That looks so much like Earth. When people are walking around, one of them's just going to go, and just take their helmet off accidentally. Like, like they're in.
Then you'll hear.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom Radio. Radio.
Unlike, say, me.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Shipment Store.
And we're at Higbee's.
Yes.
Buying a toaster.
That made it on the radio.
Oh, it's a great song.
That had to have been the height of the Coke days for you radio people. There's no excuse to play that.
I would have walked on the street in a denim jacket listening to that thing. I like that.
I would throw a half full soda at you if I drove by.
But see, don't you wish they had those
I did need my Coke.
You got Pib Extra on my denim jacket, man.
Remember the old Time Life collections they do with the theme collections?
Yes.
Walking songs. Oh, there's so many good ones.
Walking in Rhythm, Walking in Memphis, Walking
in Memphis. What a great song.
Walk like a man.
Really walk.
Remember Walking in the Sand?
Oh, that's a good one. Walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Walk like a man.
I hate that song.
Why?
I despise this.
You're forgetting the song Walk by Pantera?
Not familiar with that song.
Oh, you better be.
What, does it go like this?
A little bit. It says
Isn't there like Walk of Love or what is that?
Walk of Life.
Walk of Life, Dire Straits.
That's wonderful.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
There's Rock of Love with Bret Michaels. Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
The theme is walking out.
I don't know what you got against this, but it's the Blackbirds featuring Donald Byrd.
Oh.
Is that a BYRD?
BYRD, that's right.
You know, coming up, we have the bird in the news. And I mean the middle finger.
It's like
garbage.
Yeah, John, the department store thing ruined it for me.
Yeah,
you
me
nailed
too.
it.
Now that's what I'm hearing.
I hate that you ruined it for me.
I love it.
You know, Josh, ironically, right in the middle of it, there's that bung, bung, bung.
That is a very...
Remember those codes they used to have at the department stores?
That's so insane.
I've always wanted to know what those meant. Do they still do that anymore?
Each associate has a code.
Really?
And if you hear your code,
is that what that is?
You have to go to the office.
There's a blanket code that's it's like shoplifter or places on fire. Or
are they still doing that?
Yeah.
Well, they're not the tones that he's talking about.
No, of course
that's
not.
like old. That's like a Miracle on 34th Street.
That's like when they had the floor walk.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
can I help you? Yeah, that guy.
I think Jason was the one with me. Jason, were we just in an elevator that had an elevator operator? Was that you and me at the?
I bet you it was the Motor Speedway. You and Noah, maybe.
And they also have it at the Field House.
Is this where you were traveling back in time?
Yes.
I was just somewhere. I got in. There was an elevator operator.
Yeah, they do have them at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway if you're going up to the suites, and they have them at the Field House, Bankers
Third
Field
floor,
House
ladies,
in Indianapolis.
delegates.
This is weird.
Yeah.
I had it at a gig recently, too, Richmond, Indiana.
Really? See?
Elevator operator?
Yep.
Yeah.
My dad told me this place would take care of me from cradle to grave.
So what's the worst gig, elevator operator or the guy that drives the rental car bus that has to just loop all day at the airport?
Those guys are both living in luxury relative to the bathroom attendant.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he has a lot more perfume, but less luxurious.
Yeah.
I mean,
the bathroom attendant, that's right.
Not a lot of stress if you're just driving a bus at Disney World or
That's
at the...
true. You got to keep the wheels out of the ditches.
You ever been happy to see a bathroom attendant? Of course not.
No.
Never.
Nobody wants them in there. They don't want to be there.
You know who is happy to see the bathroom attendant? Tom the Nut. That's
No. I don't have
Why
anybody
are
in
there
there.
bathroom
Hey,
attendants?
buddy, what's going on?
Is there something, because they're at strip clubs often, do guys have the mentality like, hey, if I smell right, she'll love me? You know, that's why I go to the
Do
bathroom.
they have them at strip clubs?
Almost always.
Yeah.
Really?
Probably is it to prevent
Maybe it's to prevent somebody from going in there doing.
doing, the old...
There was one I loved, though, at a strip club in East St. Louis because he made and sold his own barbecue sauce.
No.
Yes. And so you would go in there,
the restaurant.
and he had jarred barbecue sauce that you could buy right there.
Please tell me that there was part of the title of it was number 2.
It was not, and it was awesome.
The guy in the suit's taking your ID. I'm just here for the sauce today, actually.
That side hustle probably made him hundreds of dollars a night.
Was it good?
For him.
And
Great.
is it legal?
I don't know, but I still crave it to this day.
Didn't the ladies get mad?
Yeah, hey, all the guys are
My
spending
tip
money
money.
on sauce.
You're just here for the sauce.
I'll get you some Jack's barbecue sauce from
And
Nashville.
I'm sure it was all cash, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, and it was fantastic. And because the thing he had also going for him was they sold barbecue outside. So you could take his sauce and put it on the barbecue outside if you wanted to, but we just took it home.
But then on tape to the bottom of the bottle was an ounce of cocaine.
Maybe for some.
Yeah, right.
But in the era,
I never checked the bottom of the bottle. I probably threw away 10 grand.
Oh, I bet you did.
in the era of spouses sharing locations, that's got to be great for fellas. You can just tell your gal, "Oh no, I was just buying some sauce."
Yeah, you better come home with a bottle of barbecue sauce.
That's interesting because you left with $400 in 20s. Now you've got none.
And a jar of barbecue sauce.
This is very good sauce.
Why is there glitter on your face, honey?
That is so funny.
Yeah,
Put
it was
the
great.
Coke in the bottle. The Coke in the bottle.
I wonder what that guy's doing, if he's still there or, man.
I love guys like that.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, you know my story about Eddie Sincere.
Man,
I love Eddie Sincere.
When I worked at the Holiday Inn, and
He had a side hustle.
his side hustle was, I believe the word is pimping.
Yeah.
I was a naive 16-year-old, and when the guy said, "I'd like a lady," "We don't have that service, sir." Last time I was here, the guy got me a woman. "Oh, what did he look
Guy
like?"
got me a woman.
He described it. Said, "Oh, that's Eddie Sincere. I'll tell him. I'll leave him a note."
Man, that guy's great.
How did you exist in the same building as Eddie Sincere?
Yeah.
A chick will tell you, I had to wear a red. It's like a sports jacket, but it's cut off at the waist.
Oh, the Eisenhower ejaculate. Yeah, it was cut off.
Because when you work at the Holiday Inn, so they'd know that you worked there.
Yeah.
You wear a little cap, the little monkey
No, there was
hat?
no cap, just the little jacket, and you had to wear.
White pants?
No,
Black
you just had to wear
pants?
khaki pants.
Oh.
Okay.
Then I remember I just turned 16, and my brother lended me his car because he was going to Europe for the summer, and I, among other things, I drove it into a 2.5 foot deep puddle, and I got about, I don't know, halfway through before the car stopped.
What kind of car was it?
It's an Impala, nice car. You just can't drive them through. There was a huge rainstorm. But
So were you the guy who helped people take suitcases to their rooms and then they would tip you?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. And then sometimes I would park cars.
Oh, wow.
One time a guy drove up in Austin Healy. I didn't really know how to drive a stick at that point.
Ooh.
Just about wrecked it for him. But I've since learned.
I had a guy work with me in Welch, West Virginia. His name was Earl Rogers. He did evenings, and he would promote his own concerts. He wouldn't tell anybody at the station. He'd run his own commercials while he was on the air.
Yeah.
He would Saturday night, and he had Major Harris come in to the Welch Armory, and he had
the same thing.
Gigantic show.
Our our signal at night down in DeLand didn't reach the manager's house.
Yeah.
So this guy Lance would do his own shows at the Armory all the time. His side hustle, he made more money than anybody in that building.
Chick, we don't need to get into specifics, but you remember we did an appearance where the guy made his own T-shirts for the appearance and didn't tell the radio station or us and sold them at quite a price.
Yes.
And we were unaware until afterwards.
Moved many, many of them.
Yes. We were part of some awful scheme.
Now, Chick, you had the Chick McGee vodka.
Yes.
Is it time for the Josh Arnold barbecue sauce?
I don't know that I can make it.
I can find you a good barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I know.
I know a guy, but then we just put new. You could have a label company make you Josh Arnold labels.
That's it. Just put it on like open pit or something.
He's just going to name it something really mean, Josh.
Yes,
it's
he
just going to be some insulting name that he's going to try to make.
Josh Arnold's whore lube. When he's not cranking one off, he's eating ribs. So
too fat to eat.
No, I'd be much more clever. It'd be something like Jackanera. Now, Willie, when you do your shows, your merch is pretty cool.
I sell lighters and rolling papers. I got to re-up, though.
Now,
But they're not for marijuana.
They're not. They're the not for weed lighters.
In your experience, is anyone selling something like barbecue sauce? Any of the comedians?
Yeah, Dave Yates sells hot sauce. Dave Yates out of L.A.
Yeah, Bob Biggerstaff sells hot sauce.
Why did you?
Yeah, he's sent many bottles a year.
Why did you say his name?
Oh, yeah, he is like Beetlejuice. He'll show up.
Oh, God, he's going to call.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
You want more sauce?
I know I'm irritating. I heard you talking about
I love Bob.
People are getting really smart. Lisa Traeger sells those see-through purses that all women need, but none of them have. People have really smart merch nowadays. Stuff that people really want to buy at the end of the show.
Will someone please send us an email giving Willie a new idea or Josh a new idea for merch?
No, don't. I'm asking you not to. So, Tom, I'm fine with Tom asking you to, but just know that I, Josh Arnold, your favorite, is asking you not to.
Your favorite?
You mean the creator of Barbecue Sauce is not going
Jack sauce?
Yeah. I might be in now.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
And what would go better with barbecue sauce than Chick's vodka? We can bring it back, Tom. Let's bring it back.
I think you'd probably sell quite a bit.
I'll give you a penny of every bottle.
Probably. I don't want to have to go through the taste testing and go, okay, yeah, I like
You're
this.
You're not going to have anything to do with
That's
it. I'll have a guy take care of it.
Well, that's even worse.
You need a label and...
put your name on something you don't even endorse.
Yeah.
And then the lugging. You have to lug the sauce around. Going back to your car because you thought you were going to sell 50 bottles. You have 30 bottles of sauce you have to drive home.
Well, this says Sweet Baby Ray's. Just keep moving.
Finding out I have to recall everything I sold because Clyde at the warehouse didn't wear a hairnet that day. I'm not messing with any of it.
Clyde, they tell me there are bits of glass.
Clive shaved his head. Those are probably pubes.
That's so funny, dude.
Bits of glass in the sauce, Clyde?
Yeah.
You can't have it.
I'm not messing with shipping bottles.
He's slinging koozies over there, right? You sell the koozies?
Yeah, I'm out, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I'm working on some things. Don't you?
That's a great idea.
I'm a man who can make my own decisions.
Not anymore.
I got an idea. I got an idea. Tie it into one of your bits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how about
half-fat barbecue sauce?
No, I'm thinking. How about XL condoms?
XL condoms.
Yeah. With Magnum sauce.
That sounds so gross.
So gross. It tastes.
Who is doing this song?
I can get behind this.
I'll tell you when we come back.
I like that.
Is it a detective theme?
No, it's not a detective theme. It's not a theme for a department store.
You'll be shocked to find out this is Andy Williams.
I would be.
Coming back.
That's nice. I like that. All right now, it's a quiz time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that fabulous show, What Will Chick McGee Pick? What Will Chick Pick? Sponsored by our good friends at Silac. That's Silac Insurance. Chick, the rule's very simple. 2 choices, A or B. Got it?
Go.
Okay, scenario A, you're retired. You spend all day desperately concerned about inflation. Or scenario B, you go to your mailbox once a month and get a check.
I'll take B.
Good choice. No, that is correct. I think I'm going to start calling you Mailbox McGee.
I like the sound of that, old Mailbox McGee. That's
Who wouldn't? Money
Yep.
in your mailbox every month. Thank you, Silac. With Silac, you can have a legacy to pass on to your heirs, and you can maintain control of funds during retirement.
Well, those are some great cans. Are there any cans?
There is one. You can't outlive your money.
Silac, huh?
That's right, Silac. SILAC. Get all the information you need about being cool when you retire. SilacINS.com/Bob and Tom. Silac Insurance Company. Once again, it's SILAC. SilacINS.com/Bob and Tom. Find out how you can become like Mailbox McGee or Direct Deposit McGee and be relaxed in retirement. SILAC.ins.com/Bob and Tom. They bring you the news with Christy Lee. Coming up, a really interesting story about something that's going to be going on with the announcing at the Olympics on NBC. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Oh, wait a second.
I'll get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, I'd love to say we just landed, but I'm still driving.
Oh.
I know. Like I said yesterday, with all these spring breakers clogging up the airlines, I rented a car, making the most of my wizard number, but it's fair to say I've had my fill of Zone 4 people. I know. I just crossed over into IL from IN, and for once I didn't have to do a touch-and-go at ORD first.
Oh, nice.
I'm at a truck stop, and like most road dogs, I had to re-up on my supply of sugar-free Celsius and veggie straws, and I'd be giving anything to be in the Sky Club about right now, but unfortunately, my rental car has a nail in the tire. Yeah, I got to find a place to get my tire fixed.
Yeah.
I'll take a bird strike any day over this, but this is really going to set me back. Bob and Tom, hang on a sec. Let me ask this trucker if he knows a place to get my flat fixed around here.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I found myself in a predicament. My right front is low. Picked up a nail. Would you happen to know a reputable tire place around these parts? Oh, you've definitely got yourself a flat there. That's going to turn into a roll down occasion. I only won't attend to it. That's why I roll on Goodyear tires. I don't use those commie brands. I wouldn't put those on a moped, but if you can make it up to Pete's Tire Center, you're only 2 miles away. I think it sounds good. Yeah, I'll try to find Pete. What you want to do is take a left out of here. You're going to go maybe a mile and a half on the south side of the road. You're going to see a sign for Joe Gin Spa. Now, if you can't make it all the way to Pete's, be sure to stop in there. Hey, Todd, I've got to take this. I got to call on my burner. They may not fix your flat at Joe Gin's, but you're going to feel like they did. Here, I've got a gift card that's got $40 left on it. I haven't been in almost a year on account of my cholesterol being what it is. When you get there, ask for Lou. Tell her you'll pass on the table sign, but you still want her to take a look at your undercarriage. Hey, gang, looks like this might take a while. Let's circle back and reload for tomorrow. We just landed.
Okay, thanks.
Easy, I'm right here. My God.
I'm excited to be here. Does not sound like I'm excited? Is that what it is? I am high.
Colin told me I look like an Adderall dealer in a Christian fraternity.
They go through a breakup recently, but I handled the breakup like an adult, I blocked her immediately and then subscribed to OnlyFans.
I have what's medically called a slutty dad.
I was with a friend who will go
We are,
nameless.
you know what? What did people? Us as guys are also amazed.
And he goes,
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sorry,
So Christy, you're talking with one of your not boyfriends, but
just
male
a guy
friend.
and he goes, I can get a woman to send me a naked photo within the next 10 minutes.
And?
I go, no way. 8.5 minutes later, bing.
Wow, Monsignor, that is impressive.
Okay, that's less than 8 minutes.
What happened now?
Sent me a video of their
Go ahead, show that.
ex-girlfriend.
No, show it to Tom.
Why can't you? I don't want Christy, cover your eyes.
Oh, I've seen it all before.
No,
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Evidently, she's lost her keys.
Oh, my Lord, that is...
Yeah. Does that look like something out of the movie Dune or what?
It really does. Let me word it this way. That puts the C in graphic. We must. I've got to.
Wow.
I've got to go.
Hold on a second.
I've got to go.
That is a slut.
I've got to.
That is an ex-girlfriend.
That's not someone making a sandwich, even though it looks like it.
Wash your hands and make me a cheese sandwich.
Oh,
Mommy, why is that woman massaging two pancakes? Wait a minute.
Bob and Tom. I listen to Bob and Tom. I listen all morning long. And visit bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom. With Christy Lee and Chick McGee. You guys rock. Christy Lee's got nice rack.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
Good.
I just did Wordle and
how many?
Connections rather. Got it. I'm very happy.
Oh, very nice.
Now we turn to Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk. Oh, we have this mystery song.
That's my mystery song. Who is it?
So it's kind of like Curtis Mayfield, maybe?
It's the Blackbirds again. Really? And this is called Do It Fluid.
Do it what?
Fluid.
Oh, the Do It Fluid.
F-L-U-I-D. Do It Fluid.
I don't know this one.
You got the Do It Fluid.
He likes to party.
I like this friend.
Yeah, this one's acceptable.
Well,
if not, more so.
Well, why? If that one's acceptable, what's wrong with this?
This is nothing. It all sounds
different. Producer.
Fake. It's just lame.
That special keyboard.
Ugh. Yeah, it sounds like it was kind of funky and jazzy at one point, but it got Broadwayed up a little bit.
Time to move on.
A really formal arrangement.
You think it got Broadwayed up, John?
Something happened. It's not as funky as the other one. It's not as funky. I kind of like it, though. There's a beat hidden in there somewhere. It's not as good as this song that we have a request for, though.
What's that?
What?
Is it Coke in the Boat?
It's
Coke in the Boat?
And actually, we do have a request for Coke in the Boat.
You can't play it too often.
Maybe you can.
No, you don't want to get burnt out.
No, it's a request for this one. This is a unusual song. I think Chick dislikes it. But I'll just play a clip of it. This is a huge regional hit. The region being St. Louis and Chicago. But to give this a great song. It's about Lakeshore Drive.
There ain't no road just like it. Anywhere I found. The running south with Josh Arnold getting into town. Just slipping on by with Josh. Fighting that trouble bound.
Yeah!
Isn't that great?
Yes, it's great.
Can't go home yet. We got one more. You got one more to do, okay? It's Josh Arnold. Oh, all right.
Oh, that's so
Josh
nice.
Arnold.
Got a request for it right here.
One more is going to kill me.
There's traffic on the Josh Arnold this morning. We can't make it.
Josh Arnold. Josh.
Would you like to have a road named after you? The Josh Arnold Highway?
Sure, yeah.
I think that's like having a disease named after you.
You think so?
Like Dan Ryan. That poor guy. I don't know who he was, but whenever you go to Chicago, everyone hates it. Oh, I'm stuck on the Dan Ryan.
How about a nice cul-de-sac? I'd like that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Good things happen on a cul-de-sac.
Nothing too showy, you know?
Yeah.
People are having sex on a cul-de-sac.
Like, or book clubs,
it could be
or
like
kids are playing.
Chick Muse.
Huh?
Chick what?
M-E-W-S. That's what you call a
Muse?
Small.
Like a cat?
Yeah. You never heard that?
No.
M-E-W-S?
No, I know that's what the sound a cat makes.
No.
It's a word for it. Muse?
Yeah, it's like a little...
You mean M-U-S-E, Muse?
The musical Muse?
No.
What are you talking about, M-E-W-S?
You know this word, right, Josh?
I don't, but I love learning new words.
You're a word.
It's not a sound a cat makes?
I know the word.
No, it's like a
little... muse is a row or courtyard of stables and carriage houses with living quarters above them, built behind large
And
city
it's
houses.
It's MEWS?
This is the crossword did this to us.
Is there another meaning there? The
Can Will
kitty
Schwartz
cat
do this
sound?
to us again?
Mews, here we go. Here's the kicker. Mews are usually located in desirable residential areas.
I'm afraid. Explain me unaware of it. Yeah.
They're very quaint. Mews.
Yeah, they're very Londonish.
But see, chick mews.
I've always heard mew.
That'd be classy.
As a kitten, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be very classy. This is the letter. It says, Dear Bob and Tom Show, I recently moved to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Oh, God.
While visiting some of the shops, I noticed the song Lakeshore Drive was playing inside.
Oh, nice.
And it got me thinking about the special Josh Arnold version. I was wondering if you guys would please dig it up for me. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Gavin.
Now stop listening.
No, Gavin, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Song
celebrates life.
Stick in your ass, Gavin.
Okay, now, we were also debating what kind of merch you guys should sell.
You were debating by yourself.
Again, Josh had a great story about it. Tell me it again about the guy who's in the bathroom of a strip club. He's like the attendant.
Yeah, he was the bathroom attendant, and he had a side hustle where he made and sold his own barbecue sauce in jars. It was fantastic, and I hope he sold it to some company and is raking it in.
And you don't remember the name of it, though?
No, I don't. I mean, it was like labeled so cheaply, and I don't remember what he.
Do you remember what he charged per bottle?
It was, I think, $10 a bottle,
and obviously cash only, no tax.
Yeah,
right in his pocket.
Yeah, and it was fantastic. It was totally worth it. And to help this guy. The guy had a dream.
He probably drove a Cadillac.
Maybe.
That's serious money every night, making a few $100.
Sold in glass?
Hey,
like a mason jar?
Yeah, like tiny kind of mason.
Probably drove a Cadillac, Cage.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Did he wear a hat?
I got that.
Tom's not. It would have been on brand.
Thank you, Josh. Here's a suggestion for your new merch. Eric in Cincinnati, kind enough to write in a good name for Josh's barbecue sauce would be Lubacue.
Lubacue.
Oh,
not bad.
Yeah,
Not
no,
bad.
it's not. Yeah.
But I think it's a great idea.
There's a lot more that would go into it that I'm willing to do. So that's a hard market to get into.
How about this one? During the breaks yesterday, I couldn't help but notice every break you had your head down and you were reading your Bass magazine.
Yeah. I got the latest Bass Times.
This guy is suggesting...
The one with Corey Johnson on the cover.
This is from another Joshua. Joshua suggests Josh Arnold should sell small tackle boxes.
Oh, there you go.
With a variety of grilling seasonings and a special spot for your horror barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That is not a terrible idea, and I'd be shocked if there's not something out there like that, which is fine. But, I mean, a grill accessory like a tackle box. See, yes.
It's a great idea.
See, I also want you to have to sell something that's incredibly difficult to transport because I think that would be funny. Like something that would weigh a lot.
You mean like a barbecue sauce?
Like you should make those tackle boxes out of cast iron.
Can't fit them in the overhead.
There you go, the cast iron skillet.
Here we go. This comes to us from J.O.N. John.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, what an interesting last name. I want to embarrass you in the air, John. That's a cool name.
Wilson?
No, I've never heard the name before. I think you should sell washable bibs with your face on it. That has the name of your album, Half Fat, on it. Or a pack of plastic bibs like they have at Red Lobster with your logo.
Bibs. Again, that does make me laugh.
But is that going to sell? The barbecue sauce, I think, would sell.
There aren't a lot of bib. I mean,
that would travel light, too.
Yeah.
They would travel light, but a bib who's wearing a bib?
They're not. They're just buying it and taking it home. You signed it. Yeah.
Well, thank you for inviting me to the senior living facility. Now I'll be selling my bibs.
Yes.
Now, Gertrude already bought one.
Bibs are like Velcro shoes. They're for the very young or very old.
I do like the tackle box.
Bibs are for people who are eating that mean business.
You're right. I mean, that's the idea. That is the idea here.
And
But
eat ribs, of course.
But man,
Here's one for you, Willie.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, you're not going to like it.
Perfect, thank you.
It's Willie's Wet Water, the perfect water for your waterbed. hard to lug around.
Who sent that? Somebody want to fight this morning?
Aaron?
I'll fight. I'll fight a man in the streets today.
Okay.
And when it goes down, Willie doesn't stop till it's over.
Okay. No, I think it's time to check in with the sporting scene. Is that correct?
We're still...
I have an email from Paul. He says he's in St. Louis. He wants to know where he can get the bathroom attendant barbecue sauce. It was at the Diamond Cabaret, and it was not in Centerville, sir. It was in Sauget. But I doubt that it's that bad is still there.
Sauget sauce.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Sauget sauce is definitely a lube.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still to this day, the only adult entertainment complex I've ever visited with a guard tower.
Oh, yeah. Right there, because there were 3 clubs.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
But it was, it's the kind of place you could bring your mom, though. Nice and safe.
Oh,
absolutely.
Is it not time for sports yet?
The days of plausibly live Olympics coverage. And I'm going to let Tom explain all of this to you people.
All right.
Olympics coverage on the NBC, plausibly live, coming to an end. The network says Mike Tirico will host essentially 2 primetime Olympics telecasts this summer. One filled with live events coverage shown in the afternoon in the United States, and the second curating the day's best events for the U.S. evening hours while Paris is sleeping. It's a nod to reality. For the first time, a network covering the Olympics, NBC, has been criticized in the past for holding back on showing live competition to air taped highlights in prime time. Now the network has changed its ways with the afternoon show and a promise to show all live competition on the Peacock streaming service.
Well, that makes sense. Because it was Paris 5 or 6 hours.
Ask Christy.
Right
6,
now.
I believe.
It does make sense, but what they used to do there was nothing wrong with that. With taping the best events for primetime so that the most people could watch them.
I agree.
This is a money-making venture.
With the exception of them, that speed skating event with fill in the blank is coming up later this evening. And then it would be 10:45, 10:50 it would come on.
Oh, it was so that wasn't primetime. It was after?
No, well, they would make you stick around for the entire show.
Yeah, but
it's all about ratings.
Yeah.
Evidently.
No, it makes sense to me.
All right.
So you can watch some stuff live. And
yeah, this is good.
It's not like people are gambling on it and they already know the outcome.
Can you gamble on that? No.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you'll just have to get the bets in, obviously, prior to the events.
Okay.
But you even mean with casual betting. Hey, Willie, I bet you tonight that this swimmer, and the race has already occurred, but...
Right.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They're going to score 2 goals here in the late second.
Yeah, that reminds me of the awful prank. Do you remember this story about the guy that...
pooped?
No, they taped the...
the lottery?
They taped a lottery thing.
Oh, yeah, he pooped on it?
He didn't poop on it.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of a different prank.
He pooped on the ticket.
Yeah.
And put it in the toilet. Yeah.
They taped a lottery thing, and the guy didn't know it was on tape, and they played it, and the guy thought he'd won all the money.
Oh, that is cruel.
Yeah, that's awful.
Was he like, forget all you guys, you're never going to see me again, I'm out of here,
That is
baby.
cruel.
Yeah, it's like the guy that crapped on his boss's desk.
Yeah.
And by the way, that lottery thing was a joke.
One guy went out and killed a guy.
I'm above the law.
I'm above the law. The NBA also, speaking of Paris, may have to rethink the timing of their draft. Just the hour it starts, Paris is 6 hours ahead of New York. That forces French basketball fans, eager to see history, to stay up in the wee hours of Thursday morning to see which one of their heroes in France are drafted into the NBA. That's right.
You can't cater to everyone.
France joined the United States as the only countries with 3 players selected in the top 10 picks of the NBA draft. The momentum started last year with Victor Wembanyama.
Vicky Wem.
That's right. And this year, the Hawks made Zachary Rizache.
Zaki Shay.
The top pick of the draft. And here is Adam Silver.
Addy Silv.
Revealing last night's pick of the NBA draft. And listen, Adam Silver, carefully. Listen.
With the first pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Zachary Rizache from Lyon, France, and Francis J.L. Boron-Bress.
Francis Jail?
What?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Is that the team he played for in France?
That's the team he played for in France. But did you see him make? Did you hear him making?
He's an alien.
There were beeps and whistles there in the middle.
That noise.
With the first pick in the 2024
Every time he starts talking.
NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Zachary Rizache.
That was the aliens telling him what to say.
Yes.
The boss
He
back
picked
on.
it up on his ears. Did you notice his ears are so big they stick right out?
Earthlings here. I mean, fans.
And he's the head of the NBA, Tom.
How long has he been head of the NBA?
Since 2014.
Really?
Did he play?
Has it been
He
that
looks like he
long?
played.
I don't think so.
No,
What?
God, no.
Isn't he? He looks tall.
Looks
and,
like he got beaten up on the
Playground. I agree.
he looks tall and narrow, like a basketball player.
Tall, he's bald. There's a lot of great
Yeah.
tradition of tall, bald guys in the NBA.
Thank you.
Not skinny, white, tall, bald guys.
I wish I could think of one.
My question was valid. You're just grouches.
What's it? Caruso from the Bulls is a skinny.
Oh, yeah. I don't think of him as that tall, but he probably is like 6'3".
He's probably not that tall. And last night in the NBA draft, Zach Edey, he's taking his talents to Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Memphis, baby.
That's where the king lives,
All right,
baby.
Zach.
Somebody's a
Memphis,
Purdue fan.
they
He
should
had
be,
on cool shades last night.
they should be the Memphis Kings.
They should be the Memphis
should.
Kings.
That's
That's
where
cool.
right.
That's where the king lives.
I think
Well,
the team in Sacramento
Yeah.
might get a little upset
Oh,
about
okay.
A little
The-
confusing.
There ain't no kings in Sacramento. There's only one king. And
Latin Kings. There are plenty.
you feel happy now?
Sure. Do they have purple uniforms?
First, the Cadillac thing.
Sacramento does, yeah, purple.
You blaming him on the Cadillac?
Oh, you were asking about
You
the
realize
Kings.
you
I
did
thought
that.
You were asking about the Latin Kings. If they had purple uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, sometimes
Yes and yes.
sometimes I hear what you're doing, but I choose to ignore it. Hopefully you'll move on. And then you think you got away with something naughty, and you didn't.
No, you
Ace noticed it before I did.
People can't tell Josh and my voices apart.
Oh, they can't.
I pray they can.
True at
Pray
all.
for my job. I don't want to be shot in a Kroger parking lot. Because you did an accent.
I'd be shot in a Whole Foods parking lot. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go organic.
If you're going to go.
Actually, Kroger has a very fine organic section. I want
Yeah, they do.
to applaud them on that. Thank
More
you.
Olympic.
Got some more suggestions for Josh.
Okay.
The Josh Arnold back scratcher.
Oh.
I think people might buy those. Who doesn't need a good back scratcher?
What?
No one needs a back scratch.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. I own a back scratcher.
I'm so sorry. Do you
Is that
enjoy
why your
it?
head is bad?
Love it.
I have a
I have one.
back scratcher, and I can never find it.
Somebody made us one, remember?
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day, comedian Al Jackson, maybe comedian Greg Warren. We have boobs in the streets of New York, and a tremendous story involving something that's been bothering me for a long time, and that is the world of fonts, F-O-N-T. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact.
Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
That sounds good to me.
No problem here. Sorry, that'd be my fault.
The hell was that? Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
Well, that sounds good to me.
No problem here.
How's it going?
Morning.
Hey, hold on there, kid. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We thought we'd barge in. God.
There's a new one. Hey, kid, hold on there. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We do a morning radio show here in town.
Here's the deal. We thought we'd break into your house.
Consarn it. Shoot. Darn it.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, great. Fish again.
You know, we can vote you off this commercial.
You know, Chick wanted Richard Hatch.
What if we paid you to say you liked us?
We can vote you off.
Okay.
Come way down.
And now the news. Oh.
You do sports.
And now the sports.
That would be you, Chick.
Sports terms that sound dirty, but they're not.
Oh, really?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in first place.
Good.
Palming the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Taking it to the hole.
Yeah.
Just don't get your holes mixed up.
Right. Ooh.
Just don't get your holes messed up.
Flip the cord over. Flip the cord over.
I don't want it in my...
I don't know if that's what they're looking for here.
Don't Christ.
How many times have I heard that?
Take two.
A London homeowner who discovered 3 men trying to rob his house had no difficulty in describing one of the suspects. He had no legs.
Ooh, usually in crime, it's the... Usually in crime, it's the police that are stumped, not the criminals.
I know you guys probably aren't interested, but guess what I did this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you impeach Bush?
No.
Buzz the honey hole.
No.
Flick the minnow? Did you flick the minnow? Flicking the old minnow?
Flicking the minnow?
Or did you impeach Clinton?
Bailing out the gravy boat? Is that what you were doing?
Finger the fountain?
Sounds like a wonderful time, but no, I didn't do any of those things. Sorry.
What a boring weekend.
Yeah,
Move on.
yes.
Bounce the bearded clam?
Did you attend the clam twiddling jamboree?
That's it? That's what I
Get
did?
to that or not.
Yeah, I double dribbled.
Tom did.
I just took his only line. It's okay. I like to think of Bob as the funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Prop, yeah.
It's part of the drinking act. I like to think of Bob as the funny one, and I'm more the philosophical one.
Ah. Really? By the way, you left your headlights on. Socrates.
What's new?
Can you do the other
That's
line?
it?
That's it.
That was the joke?
What was
That's
the other
it?
This one right here. I think of Bob as the funny one. I'm more of the philosophical one.
Really?
Will you shut up and drink your hemlock, please?
I told you to be too hip for you. Hemlock, you know.
Hemlock.
Socrates.
What is it?
Poison.
Why does it start with H? What, hemlock, headlights? What's next?
Hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid?
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bud, some like Schlitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Scientists are puzzled over a bright white rock found on Mars. An analysis of the rock indicates it's composed of the minerals pyroxene and feldspar.
Feldspar, yeah, sure, yeah.
That's a law firm, isn't it? Pyroxene and feldspar.
Thank you. Have a seat. I'm Arnold Feldspar.
You know what the problem with Mars is going to be? That looks so much like Earth. When people are walking around, one of them is just going to go, and just take their helmet off accidentally. Like they're in.
Then you'll hear.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
Maybe.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I was waiting for the
Stronger than dirt.
Yeah.
Freddy's B.O. is stronger than dirt.
Who's Freddie?
I don't know, but he's still
a kid who was mercilessly bullied by Tom and his cohorts.
A guy that's been on Zoloft since he was 9.
Man, oh, man.
Poor Freddie.
Did you ever make anybody?
Red hair, freckles. God, that poor kid.
That poor kid we bullied, too.
I didn't bully him, but everyone sang that song.
I don't.
That's part of bullying.
Can you
We had a kid
understand?
like that.
Can you understand me not believing that you didn't bully?
No, I didn't. I was with him with the freckles. I didn't have red hair.
I don't believe you.
If people were singing mean songs, there's no way you didn't sing along. You love a
And there was no way you weren't writing
Yeah,
them.
and everybody in grade school had that one person. Everybody sang songs.
I could probably track him down.
Let's not do that. Remember, we tracked down one of our high school friends that one time?
And it didn't go well.
And it did not go well.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It was uncomfortable.
Okay, well, let's move forward here in the world of comfort. We are at the sports page with Chick McGee.
Yes. Let's take a look at this.
Sports us, Chick.
The Summer Olympics. I have a pain in my back.
You got a pain.
I need you to get over there because I want you to sports us.
The Summer
I'm gonna
Olympics.
make this take off.
Keep trying.
Get a load of this.
Tom, will you ask Chick to sports us?
No. I will ask him to start.
What about hey, Chick, can you get sporty with it?
How about that? Sport me.
Off I go. The Summer Olympics will feature narration by an AI-generated version of NBC sports anchor Al Michaels.
No kidding.
That stinks.
I'll leave that with you for a second.
This is kind of complicated, so strap yourself in.
It's very complicated. I'm going to be a robot.
Last word Al will have last word Al again. Yeah, that's right, Chris. Executives at NBC, Universal, and the streaming service Peacock. It sounds like a bird's peeing.
And urine. Oh, yeah.
It sounds like a, what'd you say?
A bird's peeing.
Peeing, streaming Peacock.
Oh, God.
They said a customized daily highlight reel for the Olympics would be available for streaming subscribers. The reel will feature the voice of Al Michaels, who first covered the Olympics decades ago.
Yeah.
That's him.
The author of this story felt the need to tell you that he's 79 years old and an American. I'm not making any of this up.
It's from the New York Times.
I don't give a if it's from what's the guy's name? The editor, Ben Bradley. I don't care if he shat it out.
Wrong newspaper. He's
Whatever. They'd like to have him at the Times. I bet.
They would have loved him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Peacock said the voice was trained from, again, Mr. Michaels' NBC clips to formulate coherent, realistic-sounding sentences, which will provide his signature expertise and elocution.
Okay.
This is fascinating.
Oh, God, what a mess.
Well, Michaels must have signed off on this.
Yeah,
Yes.
he must
And gotten a pretty paycheck.
The next sentence reads, the broadcaster granted approval for the use of his voice.
For money.
I
would hope.
I would hope.
Why not just pay a younger broadcaster to get some work, get their name out there?
And this.
Well,
I don't know. This gets complicated because they're going to be cutting up highlights, and then I guess some intern will have to type them out.
You're starting to read it. You go ahead and read it.
You've already crumpled it.
Chicken crumpled it up into a ball and threw it at Tom's head.
That's right.
But the reason
Well, the reason that we did because Al's a national treasure.
No, do you understand the reason why I wanted to do this story?
Do you understand?
Mark, I'll ask you. Step over here, please.
He can't talk to anyone of us anymore.
I'm so mad at us. You need to stand behind me.
Save yourself.
Run, Mark.
Now, describe the exact headline. How does it read there?
Now narrating the Olympics.
Now narrating the Olympics.
AI Al Michaels.
So it looks like A-I-AI Michaels.
Oh, it's back to the font thing.
This is my font problem.
Yep. Okay.
Because an L and an I in all these fonts are a uppercase I and a lowercase L are the same.
You've misread it. Al Michaels now goes by Al Michaels.
Al.
Call me Al.
This is a new thing.
The Sirhan.
L.
The Sirhan thing. See, these fonts need to have. Is it called a serif or a serif? What's the thing that the little curly cute?
Serif don't like it.
Rock the Casbah. That's a great song. Rock the Casbah. Oh, come on.
So AI, and they insist on not putting periods after AI.
Yeah, they should.
Which bugs the hell out of me.
They should do that.
So it looks like Al when you read it all the time. So you have to get the context to know what you're reading. It's super annoying. Or you have this is a font issue, Helvetica.
So you're just reading all these articles. Al is revolutionizing tech.
Yes.
Al is revolutionizing
Who's this
food
Al guy?
service. Okay, yeah, that's.
Hey, how are you?
I got a lot of good ideas.
So when I type it out for these broadcasters,
Mm-hmm.
I put the periods in so they don't say, Al.
Are we still being a little too casual with this AI stuff? Does everybody forget that a month ago they announced AI has finished reading the internet? Yes. There was a story. AI has absorbed everything.
Well, I hope that it learned a lot from my MySpace post in 2009 because I was really figuring a lot of stuff out.
You know what, Willie? I too like Fallout Boy.
So, Tara Reid is hot.
Tara Reid.
Rock. So, Chick, I want to ask you something. Do you think, as I'll ask you and Willie this question, do you think it'd be very possible to do this? Do you think that they will take John Madden's voice, the great announcer, former coach John Madden? Do you think they'll get his family's permission to do a John Madden AI commentary on the Madden game?
I think they already have that, don't they?
In the future, though, they could adjust it?
I'm pretty sure they own everything.
Are you saying you want him to do live NFL games now?
They could. They could have him announce a game as you're playing it.
I would be against that.
And as it's happening in real time, commenting on it.
I truly think that already exists. I think they had that in like 2014. I could be totally wrong.
But Tom, yeah, they could. The only thing...
The AI is just getting up to this level now.
But will the players of Madden, the gamers, care?
Yeah, they're not going to know who he is.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to repackage his voice and put it on the game, I wouldn't have a problem with that. That's fine. But not on a live NFL game.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I don't think they... I'm just saying they could have it on... You could, for example, what's his face here? Al Michaels. You could have him, in theory, with AI doing a video game as you're playing it.
I think this stuff will happen, yes. Yes. I mean,
an example over there.
What now?
You can play an example.
I can play an example over there, I've been told.
They have an Al Michaels example.
This is the fake Al Michaels. Okay, here we go.
Since you're a swimming fan, let's head right to the pool. Team USA secured a stunning victory in the men's 4x100-meter medley relay, smashing the world record. Over at the diving venue, Krista Palmer showcased resilience.
So that's just based on a script. That's not really Mr. Michaels speaking.
Man.
This is scary.
We got to slow it down.
I don't know. If they wanted to do that with my voice and they would compensate me, I could be sitting home having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and getting a check, I would not have a problem with that.
The guy that calls the Cubs, he does for MLB The Show, and he just has to sit at home and he reads out every possible scenario.
Right, but I think those days are over now.
Mm-hmm. No, I know that I just heard he did it for this most recent one, but you're saying now AI will be able to do it without it.
Yeah. In other words, they could have an intern typing out what's happening in the scene, and it would be read by the voice of Al Michaels or whoever.
But he'll still get paid. Yeah. So, yeah, man.
And they can also do it visually. So pretty soon they'll have, I think, a classic porn with. They'll go to the Marilyn Monroe estate and say, look, no, we would never sully her reputation. $50 million? Here you go. Please, shave it. Okay.
Shave it.
They can do anything. They can do anything.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Coming right back with more stunning news.
Yes.
Including topless in New York. Robots with live skin. It's unbelievable. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Joining us in the studio now, we have Dr. David Wolf, astronaut, and
he and Kirsty are making out, evidently.
Welcome back to Earth, sir.
Oh, there hey, David, how are you?
Thank you.
Dr. Wolf is wearing a NASA golf shirt. Very cool.
Of course he is.
You can get those at gift shop. That's no big thing.
Dr. Wolf, it's a great pleasure to see you, and glad you're back.
The Wolf Man!
Thank you, Tom. It's nice to be back on Earth.
So,
what'd you do on your summer vacation?
Oh, really? You out of space, huh?
You win.
Yeah, that is kind of a... You do have that kind of conversation trumper. Well, we got back from the vineyard. What'd you do, Dr. Wolf? I was in outer space.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Took a few spacewalks. Added a piece or two to the International Space Station.
You added a whole porch, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did some maintenance on the port solar array wing. Needed some new batteries.
Oh, there you go.
Now, if you go to our website...
Why do you need a porch in space?
Well,
where are you going to sit?
Two of the guys.
Where are you going to sit and rock the next Big Bang?
Two of the guys smoke. So
yeah, you got to go outside. Hey! Don't light up in the space station. Get out there on the smoking port.
This is why Bob's not an astronaut.
This is why David comes in here, so we can't make fun of
you. You can't smoke in space. I was thinking about that this morning.
Of course not.
Why we're not astronauts?
Could possibly, theoretically, couldn't they? An astronaut who smokes, couldn't they fill his helmet up with smoke so he could smoke?
I think it could. There probably is some technology which would permit.
There you go.
Yeah, but it still can't escape from the suit.
Now, on a serious note,
and your clothes would really smell.
You guys are NASA launching again probably tomorrow.
Yes, I haven't heard this morning. We were on time as of last evening. Still, things going well.
The concern is that there's some thunderstorms may come in and delay the fueling.
Summer in Florida, it's tough to get off the pad, as we demonstrated.
As you know.
Yeah, you did.
That was actually my first question. I wanted to know.
You have to get dressed each and every one of those times. How long does it take to get into the suit and everything ready for launch?
It's a pretty big ordeal. It takes 3 or 4 hours, from getting up and then out to the pad, and it's 2 million pounds of cryogenic oxygen and hydrogen. You get up on top of that, the countdown goes, and then it's a few hours to get out. It's a big deal, but it's harder on the cooks and the friends and the family. We go to work whether we go to space or go to Earth,
right?
But everyone else has traveled and they want to see a launch, and it's a lot of trouble to turn around.
Our guest is Dr. David Wolf, astronaut. If you go to our website on the left side, you'll see a photograph of Dr. Wolf. Did you take this one? Were you holding your hand out?
The long arm?
Is this you with your arm, or one of your buddies take care?
Nobody up there want to take a picture of you, Dave?
It looks like you're...
No, that's somebody shooting through the hatch when I'm getting ready to go out on a spacewalk. I'm in vacuum in there, ready to go out.
Okay.
And
if you click
through the window.
If you click there, we have a sort of a whole set of photos there, and you can see Dr. Wolf floating around in space. We'll talk about some of these when we come back.
I'm curious, how long does it take you to get into the spacesuit that you're going to use to do a walk?
The suit, you spend the day before checking it out like a spacecraft itself. The next morning, you spend 2 or 3 hours getting in before you get out through the hatch. About 3 hours.
Wow.
Don't you have a series of mirrors in your passenger car here at home where you can drive laying on your back? Isn't that just to make you feel comfortable?
Feel more comfortable upside down.
Wow.
I'm excited to be here. Does not sound like I'm excited? Is that what it is? I am high.
Colin told me I look like an Adderall dealer in a Christian fraternity.
They go through a breakup recently, but I handled the breakup like an adult, you know. I blocked her immediately and then subscribed to OnlyFans.
I have what's medically called a slutty dad.
This is Dr. Will Miller, and you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My boyfriend loves when I Hawk Tuah him, but when I want him to return the favor, he won't unless I shower first. It really kills the vibe. Can I change him?
Maybe there's an odor. Do you have an odor issue? If she does, then... And I'm asking you, Allie, do you have an odor issue? I just realized it's so silly when we ask questions of the person who wrote this letter maybe 7 weeks ago.
Next time, just gag and throw up on him instead of Hawk Tuah or whatever. Like, sorry, it was stanky.
More sound advice.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in
Stop by your local AAA office.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's over there in the performance room with his guitar and his organ. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
Josh Arnold's here.
Hi, Chickster.
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Jack, hello. Test. We're
Roger.
doing great. Don't forget, July 4th, just around the corner. Stock up on your explosives. And
that's right.
And don't forget, July 5 and 6, it's Willie G and Colin Unger at the Skyline Comedy Club, Appleton, Wisconsin. Have some fun. Watch some great live stand-up comedy.
Fun. You'll have a great time, Willie.
Yeah. Great. You're taking your merch?
I am out of merch. I need to order merch. I might try to make merch in 5 days if I can figure out how to do that.
You can do it.
But yeah, you can get some tickets at Willie Griswold. That is my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a ticket link in the bio.
And the other comedian's one of your best friends?
Yeah, Colin Unger. He's
That's
a real
great.
goof.
You guys will have a terrific time.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. We're going to go to Lake Geneva on July 4th, maybe Milwaukee July 4th. Either way, a lot of spotted cow, a lot of good times.
Okay. All right. We are dipping into the world of sports. Have we polished off our sports broadcast?
Well, we're up to this.
Stupid world record.
8 engineering enthusiasts, not scientists, not students.
Just fans of.
Fans of.
They like
engineering. From the Netherlands have built the world's longest bicycle.
Oh, I like this.
No, you won't.
Why not?
It's so dumb.
According to Guinness, the record-breaking rideable bike measures 180 feet, 11 inches long.
Now remember, we had the world's tallest bicycle.
I have to see it.
That was cool.
around the same length as 2 blue whales.
Whoa!
What?
Well, that brings it home. Thanks.
2 blue whales.
Or 4 double-decker buses.
Oh.
Is it just a one-seater?
Well, here's the thing.
The team led by 39-year-old Ivan Schock.
Oh, man.
Beat the previous record of 155 feet.
It's worth looking up.
It doesn't look like a bicycle.
What's it look like?
Tom's right. It is disappointing.
It looks like a giant bridge with 2 steamroller.
That's exactly right. The wheels are steamroller wheels, but like half steamroller wheels.
And then it's just this giant
girder.
Yeah, this span. Yeah,
right.
Remember, because the world's tallest bicycle was a bicycle.
Yeah, so this is probably a bicycle. It just does not look like one.
Yeah, you couldn't turn it.
It is disappointing.
How's he pedaling that?
And
I think it's electric.
Well, that's not a bicycle if you're electric,
Well,
right?
they have those electric bicycles, but you're right, Christy. That doesn't count.
No.
I mean, the
I
good
want to
thing
see
about
a
it.
chain. I want to see pedals.
I want to see a bell and a basket.
Yes.
And where do you park it, huh?
Yeah. You know what?
It's 180 feet long. How are you going
What a waste of someone's time.
Are you going to find a bike rack? No. Okay, well.
You can't put it on your car.
Oh, gosh, no.
Lord, no, you can't.
So that's stupid. That's why it's called Stupid World Records.
Is there a law about how far out a bike rack can be from your car?
It's 2.5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. There was one the other day. It was the size of his car almost.
30
It stuck
inches.
out.
You have to have a red flag on the back if it's a certain distance from your
It
car.
did not.
For the purposes of this record,
Yes.
a bicycle is defined as a pedaled vehicle with 2 wheels, one behind the other, steered with handlebars attached to the front wheel. So, yes, they did it, but boo.
Yes. The world's tallest one was cool. Because that was so dangerous to ride, the guy had to be tethered.
Sure.
No, that wasn't.
Okay, that wasn't cool either. Okay. Is that sports?
Yes.
Sorry to disappoint.
It's not you, it's these folks in the Netherlands.
Yes. Although it is you, then we wouldn't have known anything about this had you not brought it to us.
That's the name of the category, Stupid World Record.
Hey, Lucky, this is what you farted for.
This is what you farted for. Always be a good sport. Christy.
Authorities say a man in New Jersey flew to Florida in order to attack a man in the wake of a dispute regarding an online gaming dispute. Are you following me here?
Oh, he did it? I've always wanted to do this.
Yes, I've always wondered if this has happened.
Guts to do this. Oh, my God.
He's a folk hero for
How
you.
can you still be angry? I like the idea of being so furious while waiting in line at TSA.
Yes.
I like the idea of being like, I'm going to get McDonald's breakfast. So I got all the protein I need to kick this guy's
Angrily
ass.
sipping a ginger ale mid-flight.
Watching a man called Otto.
Yeah,
just getting fired up.
Nassau County Sheriff Bill Leeper said 20-year-old Edward Kang, K-A-N-G, and the victim, another young man around the same age, met online playing its Archage or Archage, A-R-C-H-E, which is a medieval fantasy, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. When the game's publishers announced that it would be shutting its servers down, Kang flew from his home in New Jersey to Jacksonville, Florida. After purchasing a hammer at a hardware store, he entered the victim's Fernandina Beach home in the middle of the night, hit him in the head.
No!
The two struggled until the victim's family restrained Kang and police arrived. Once in custody, Mr. Kang told investigators that the victim is a bad person online. He was charged with attempted second-degree murder and armed burglary with a mask.
Wow. He's not right.
No.
Yeah.
I liked him so much.
It was fun until he hit him in the head with a hammer.
No hammers, man.
Yeah. Even showing up at the door with the hammer in hand, okay, we're still kind of...
No, wrong.
But I understand this level
No, I'm
of
not
hatred.
saying it's right, Tom. I'm saying we're still kind of laughing, but not when it actually becomes an assault.
Be just fists, maybe.
I think this is too boring. You guys won't. But me and 3 of my friends were playing a game with a 4th person that we didn't know.
Right.
And we're trying to communicate with this guy. He doesn't have a microphone, and he keeps like taking our guns. We're supposed to be working together. He's not helping the team.
Funny.
And we decided that we're not going to pick him up if he dies. When he dies, you can pick him up. We chose not to. And then we ended up losing. We ended up losing because we chose not to pick this guy up. And this guy, we were begging to communicate the whole time. After he died, he was like, "That was totally your guy's fault. You could have picked me up. We wouldn't have lost." And then me and my 3 friends friends made fun of this guy for 5 minutes. Oh, now you turn your mic on, buddy? Now you want to... Oh, my God. We were so fired up, and I wanted to fly and hit him. And I didn't because I don't believe in myself enough, because I have no follow-through.
No, you're right about that. But you're also a good person.
So this kid is 18 years old. How did he get out of his parents' basement in the first place?
I want to know. Hey, Mom, I'm going to go pick up more.
They take this so seriously, he assaults somebody.
Yeah.
And he has to buy an air ticket.
Well, the reason that this is in the news is because it doesn't happen every day.
No.
But as someone that's played video games, sometimes you get these absolute jerks.
There you go.
And you go, where do you live? Tell me your address. You're making fun of me saying I sell waterbeds again, huh? I will fight you in the streets.
Speaking of fighting, are you...
So he had to get the guy's address.
Yeah.
He could have ripped it off his IP address. People will do that. Sometimes they'll like tell you where you live because they're more technologically advanced than I am. They can figure it out.
Wow.
Well, the guy's a criminal. He's not of right mind.
You know what this is road rage only.
Yeah.
Video game rage. Yeah.
Wow.
You probably have this, Tom, if you played video games.
Oh.
You'd go hunt down a kid. Probably. I'll beat your ass is what you'd say.
I'd hire out.
Chick, I'll be honest. You do not strike me as a road rage guy.
I used to be like 15, 20 years ago.
But now you're good.
I'm
with you. I don't have it anymore.
I've had people drive with me and they would say, "How are you not blowing your horn at this guy?" And I just don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
What am I? I can't control. Yeah.
You don't secretly scream in your car, though?
I don't. No.
I do.
I do.
I don't.
Boy, I do.
Don't flip them off, but I scream
there's some really mad drivers right now.
You never look at them and pretend to grab a gun you don't have? You never do that?
No.
There are a lot more guns out there. And pretend guns.
God, what's coming up, Christy Lee?
Well, we are not done fighting. This time a sword is involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God! It's a real one.
Yeah, not a fake sword.
And it's a big one.
It's not one of those little toothpick ones.
Also, we have a.
I just had a club sandwich and you're about to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Send him back. He's got a plastic fork.
Didn't you, when you were a kid? Didn't you love those?
Yes. Still, you know what? I think
they're fantastic.
Those are so cool.
Little umbrella drink.
Oh,
why don't drinks have more accessories?
Yes.
That's what I've always thought.
Yeah, we should do a whole thing of miniatures like this. I still love those little miniature corn on the cob things you get with Chinese food.
The tiny corn?
Does anybody ever eat those? You hold them like your teeth, like
and big. You did. I don't care for those.
What about the little stabby corn holders?
Oh,
that
I
look like
love
corn
those.
themselves.
I got those.
I love those things.
Wait a minute. That might be a good merch thing, Josh. The Josh Arnold corn stabby things.
I'd feel hypocritical because I don't really eat that much corn due to my diverticulosis. So I don't want to sell something that I can't. For that reason, I'm out.
How about diabetes testing kits?
Diabetes testing kits also would be a terrible.
I don't know when.
So
I don't know when he's going to drop what merch you should carry with you, but it's not today.
Yes,
I hope some parent of some diabetic kid comes here and tests you all day.
And what's it going to take? Do I got to get to 110?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, how much weight does he have to lose for you?
Lost at least 50.
He's lost about 100 pounds.
We're going to have to hire another fat guy.
All right.
Well, you've already gone through two of them, and we're tired.
Everybody stop losing weight around here.
Raycon earbuds. That's right. The same audio quality you expect from the big guys, but at about half the price. Sounds pretty good. Sounds like Raycon. And now's the best time to get yourself a pair of Raycons because they just launched their upgraded model, the best-selling everyday earbuds. That's right. Now you get the upgraded version. Active noise cancellation, gel tips with an ergonomic design for that perfect fit, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once, plus quick charge function, and they're weatherproof. We received our Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds from the people at Raycon. Christy got the blush violet. I got the forest green. Tom got the royal blue.
Yes.
Josh got the classic black for his dinner parties. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, this is in the news.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that
Spit on that thing. We got a song coming up about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm just getting ready for there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Everybody, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers. It's an easy one. Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, by 1.5. Here we go. Oh, there's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 18 wheels. We on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, on a big rig. And they're rolling.
Math is hard.
Okay, Roman numeral. I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, I, X, I, wheels on a big rig.
Very good.
Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's XV, I, XV, XV, X, IV, XI, wheels on a big rig. And they're Roman.
All right.
Zowie.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
At the end of my shows, sometimes people will, shout out a request or something like that, which is very flattering, and you get to do some bit that you haven't done in a long time, and it's kind of fun sometimes to knock the dust off something that you haven't done and do it again,
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
I recently had somebody yell, hooked on phonics, which I hadn't done in a long time. And it's fun to go, oh, man, I haven't done this bit in, years, and that was the bit from the commercial. Do you remember the Hooked on Phonics girl?
Yeah.
The little girl with the braces. Hooked on Phonics, work for me.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, what if she applied what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial right, Hooked on Phonics, work it for me. Hooked on Phonics, work it for me. Okay, cut. We're not going to move a lot of tapes like this.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you.
Brian Regan.
On Bob and Tom 24/7.
And this is Storm. And we're Paul and Storm, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
This is Ernie Fertler reminding you, Friday morning on the Bob and Tom Show, I'll be... Oh, hold on just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some... Just read this. Okay. Is it Irma? Ima. Would the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack... Okay, fine. That's Friday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom! The Bob and Tom Show. Friday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern. Worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Say your name. Will never again. Use the B word. What's the B word?
Bob and Tom. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's time for our special guest. Checking in from Denver, Colorado, it's Al Jackson.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at that. Every time we
melancholy intro.
Every time we see you, Al, it's a different thing going on. I cannot understand. I can't read all of your. I just see the word brain.
90% hip hop lyrics.
Yeah.
What does it say? Oh, my brain is 90% hip hop lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I'd say
What do you think your brain is 90% of? Honestly, Tom, think about it.
Well, I think I should let the peanut gallery weigh in. I've got a feeling this will be
Christy has some thoughts.
somewhat fecal.
It's like 10% Hemingway, 20% T.S. Eliot's, 30% McHale's Navy.
40% poop.
I'm not sure that adds up to 100, but you're pretty damn close.
We weren't done yet.
Yeah, I'm like 1% hip hop. I don't really listen to it much ever.
That's high.
At all. Although,
do you know the words to any hip hop song?
A couple of them.
No.
Really?
Yeah, let me think for 1 second.
Is Dua Lipa, does she do any hip hop? You like her?
She had a really good one, and then there was some idiot that came in the middle of it.
Excuse me, that idiot's name is DaBaby.
And then didn't DaBaby get arrested?
I don't think he got arrested. I think he got canceled, but he's still doing great.
Okay, yeah, because they stopped playing that. Because my little girls, you know what this is about, Al. My girls listen to that radio show that has all those songs on it. But I do like Dua Lipa.
Radio Lab.
But there was, in any event, yeah, I don't think I know any. I know. I like big butts, but I cannot lie. That's a hip hop lyric, right?
Right, you said that like you were testifying.
We got into an argument, Al, with everybody here. The gym I go to, one of the guys there that I kind of know always listens to hip-hop. He's a super fit white dude, and he'll have headphones on, and he'll be walking around spouting the hip-hop lyrics out loud so everyone can hear him, and they're usually very vulgar. I
always think that's weird, to be cursing in public. You know what else I think is weird? Is somebody that's got a phrase on his T-shirt as I say this. When people have a shirt on that's got a curse word, especially like a hard one in it, because whether it's a political shirt or you're trying to be funny or kind of crude or whatever, that's fine with your friends in the garage. I'm fine with that. Wear whatever you please. You know me, I don't care. But like you're at the post office and somebody's grandmother is in front of you and it's like, I don't give an F and you're like, bro, it is, your energy is way off in here.
Yeah, I saw an F-word T-shirt at the state fair last year being worn by some woman. Of course, I'm sure she was at the fair because they serve food, but it was a double XL.
At least.
So, Al,
nothing worse than being fat, Al. Could you imagine?
I don't know. That's why they have that train to haul them around.
Look,
Al,
Tom, we all know that there's some fat. I like thick women. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've never been apologetic for that. I like them. I was like
she was Jabba the Hutt thick, Al.
No, I want I like my women to look very like a frontier woman that could survive the winter of 1840. Like I like them like
Rubenesque.
Yes, that is exactly the word that I was not going to get.
And the topic was wearing a vulgar T-shirt in it. But anyway, so I want to finish my story. So this guy's listening to the song, and then he takes his headphones off, and it comes over the PA, and I point out to him, hey, you realize that's a Michael McDonald song, the great singer, well known from the Doobie Brothers.
Well known.
Oh, Michael, he's one of my favorite people. Just read his book called If That's What It Takes.
That's right.
Mr. McDonald's song was used in a famous hip-hop song. What's it called, Willie?
I don't know. It's Warren G
Regulate.
and Nate Dogg.
It's regulate.
Regulate.
Oh, yeah, regulate.
You familiar with that one, Al?
Very much so.
And you know
Yes,
that
staple.
music underneath, that's Michael McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
That I keep forgetting.
It was, yes. First of all, and you have to understand, Tom, this beef, you know how, like, there's a movie and then there's a prequel? Mm-hmm. This beef has been going on forever, but really it's been going on between old school black folks like my dad and young hip-hop fans back in the day when I was still young. Because when hip-hop was first starting to get its footing, my dad would walk through the living room and look at the videos we were watching, and he'd be like, that's stealing from our music. And at first I thought he was kind of hating, and then I realized that like Biggie's his first hit was called Juicy, and I never understood really why it was called that. And then I realized that there's a group called M-Tune. There's no hyphen, it's just M and then T-U-N-E. And they have a song called Juicy, and it's the exact same beat. It's the exact same melody. It's the exact same hook, except Biggie is rapping in the middle, and that's why that song's called. And so my dad was hearing basically his songs, but people kind of repackaging them and then be
which
like,
is fine
this is my song
as
now.
long as they're paying for it. And I'm sure Mr. McDonald cashed a nice hefty check, which is great. But I just wanted to educate this weightlifting dude that was actually in its previous life was actually a decent song.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Look, whatever floats your boat, I'm with it.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so that's cool.
No, you're not.
No, Tom, you're not the demo for hip hop, but like you give it a chance, and I appreciate that. You know more about hip hop for somebody that does not care for the genre than anybody else, and I really respect you for that.
When I was first in radio, the song I had to play the most, the phone would ring and they'd go, I won't do the accent. They'll go, play Hotel Motel. Do you know what song that is?
Yes, by the Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
Hotel, Motel, Holiday
Rapper's
Inn.
Delight.
Rapper's Delight.
Now, I am Wonder Mike. I always like that. I always like Wonder Mike.
I'm 6'1" and I'm tons of fun.
That's
and I'm
right.
dressed to a T.
Yeah, that actually isn't bad, except when you have to play it twice an hour, every day. So
It's for all the people. Oh, go ahead.
Now these guys all got mad at me because I went up to the guy.
No, we got mad at you for a lot of different things.
So do you think it's cool to go up to a guy in the gym and go, hey, that song you're listening to is
No.
Educate him a little bit?
Have you ever heard the term mind your own effing business? Have you ever heard that?
Sir, that's
I
actually
feel like-
Willie Hutch.
Your thoughts on that, Al? Do you?
I don't think you should ever talk to anybody at the gym.
Bingo.
I don't. The gym is a weird place. I know a lot of guys are like, I love hot chicks, bro. It's like when you're working out, you are in certain states of euphoria when you get that high from just your endorphins. And when somebody is talking to you, unless you are there to socialize, which some people kind of are, there's a gym culture and a gym life, and gym people date gym people. But I don't think that, I don't think you should be talking, like have at it. But I don't think people are going to be super receptive, especially to having a musical TED Talk in the middle of them working on their pecs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your private time.
Okay. All right.
It's your,
Tom, but you were trying to bond with this guy. I can't imagine that went great, but you did it. It's done now.
Well, then I took my phone and played him the original Michael McDonald tune.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Oh, my. Okay.
He's just trying to work out at the gym, and
This
here
guy,
comes
this guy doesn't need to work out anymore. He looks like he swallowed a xylophone.
Here comes this old.
Tom, I had a random question I wanted to ask you guys because I haven't really gotten a legitimate answer for it. This is in theory. And Christy, I want to ask you this first, and I want to hear whatever. What is the best way to? Because I saw somebody that was walking down the street and they were attractive. And obviously, I'm taken and I would never. But what is the best way to approach somebody if you are in your car and they are on foot? Trying to, assuming that you're like, that woman, Chrissy Lee, is just gorgeous. I got to shoot my shot. I don't want to be creepy, but I'm in my car, so it's already like a weird.
I think this was answered, Al, in the famous Mr. Microphone commercial. Remember that one, Ace, where the guy pulls up with Mr. Microphone? And
we'll be back to pick you up later.
Yeah.
Be back to pick you up later. Christy, your
Wow,
thoughts?
that's an interesting concept. Is she across the street from you, like on the other side of the street, and you're in the car?
Well, the other side of the street. So, like, is it better for me to park and get out and just be like, excuse me, ma'am?
Yes. That way
But
she
then
won't think you're trying to abduct her.
Hey, do you want a ride?
No. Get out of the car and approach her that
van.
way.
In fact, I think you have to park, and if she's like, let's say she eventually goes into a coffee shop, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
That's the ideal there.
Stalk her a little bit. See where she goes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a weird thing because I was thinking if you get out of the car and then you're now on the sidewalk in front of her, now you're saying now you can't leave.
Right. She can't see you get out of the car.
No, you got to be behind her. You got to go past her, park, get behind her. Do you know what I'm saying? So she doesn't.
So now I'm following behind her?
Yes.
Out of nowhere, there's just a dude behind her walking at a slightly faster pace. I think you're right, though, Chrissy. And then I have to pass her and stop?
Or maybe that could be. Oh, ma'am. Yeah. Or like Josh said, wait till she walks into a coffee shop.
You got to get out of the car.
You have to get out of the car.
Okay.
Because seriously, if somebody were to yell at me from a car, I would think they were trying to steal me off the street.
Yeah, that's the weird thing I've always thought about guys that do air quotes hit on women from their car. Not only when has that ever worked, but nothing yelled out of a car is ever good.
I have never seen that.
It's a scrub move, as the song talks.
Right.
Yeah.
It really is.
I don't want no scrub.
I don't want no scrubs.
What, hanging out the passenger side of your best friend's ride?
Right.
Trying to holler at me.
What's
I don't want no scrubs. It's called No Scrubs. Calm down for a second. The song is called No Scrubs.
It's TLC.
Is it a hit? Is it a rap song?
It was a huge hit
it's
in the 90s.
Tony Bennett's song. He sang. It was right after I left my heart in San Francisco.
So who's wearing the scrubs, the guy or the girl?
No one's wearing scrubs.
Nobody's in scrubs.
I am sorry. Everybody, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Let's see if this helps.
Thanks a lot, Josh.
A scrub is a guy that gets no love. In other words, known as a buster, I believe.
Also known as a buster,
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this English? This is in English.
Oh, Tommy.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. Al,
By the way, Josh just snapped the way like a white art teacher in the hood would after he had been trying to relate to the students in a bunch of ways, and he had like a fun project that he brought in, and they just weren't having it. Josh just goes, it's called No Scrubs. And I cannot say it in any other way.
Well, we were all trying to enjoy it. He doesn't get the reference. What? Who? Huh? What song is that? Is that a thing? Is that English? Huh?
It makes no sense. Especially enjoy the. Is that English?
You're familiar with TLC, right?
I know.
Lisa Left Eye Low.
Even if you're not, it was clear that we all were and are.
What happened to her other eye?
Oh, my gosh.
I've always wondered that.
Does she not have a right eye?
She's the one that burnt down Andre Risen's house.
Yeah, she's got an anger problem.
No, she's a go-getter.
You know what I was thinking, Josh, when you were saying No Scrubs, because I haven't thought about that song? Scrubs.
Isn't that a sports term?
Yes, and also medical.
Well, that's what they're doing. They don't want any second string guys.
Yeah,
It's
broke
more or
guys.
less.
Okay, so I'm right.
Yes.
The scrub,
Well, no, Tom.
Just yes.
Tom,
I just put that together all by myself.
Don't ever make the mistake of thinking you're not right, okay? Don't do that to yourself. No, sir.
Were Scrubs the first F-boys? Was that
I think so.
The 1990 version of the word F-boy?
Oh, we had
it would be Scrub Island.
We had scrubs in the middle 70s on the football team. You were a scrub if you were
Okay,
a scrub.
here we go. I took the time and trouble to Google this. Scrub is slang for an insignificant or contemptible person since the 1500s. It's often been used as a slur to denigrate prostitutes and athletes of inferior abilities. There you go.
And guys who
in the context of the song, it's a guy that's hollering at you.
Right.
You're not. You don't.
You don't want anything
It's
to
what
do with
Al's
them.
talking about. You don't want to be that guy in the car.
You're mad, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, we all are.
To get mad would just be folly. It would be a total waste of energy.
So my brain is 0% hip hop. Is that correct? Al, we have to go. Al, how do people find you in the world of social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Al Jackson IG. for all my upcoming dates and all my clips and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, just Al Jackson IG or Al Jackson Live for all my latest upcoming stand-up dates, man. I love y'all. Somebody educate this man on the song Scrubs,
We didn't even get. We have time for a word. We don't have a.
Okay, give me a new word. Educate me. My man, 50 grand.
There we go.
Oh, Tom, I got to come through with one for you, Tom. Really quickly, if I told you that I just left the shake joint.
Oh, I know what that is. That's the local police officer. Place, jail, right? Where they do the shakedown, is that the shake joint?
Shakedown Street.
No.
Break down. Shakedown, everybody.
No. I know of a shake joint as the shake. When they trim weed, the shake is the stuff that's not good enough, but you can still kind of use it, and they'll sell you a shake joint for 1 cent if you buy an eighth.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would think a shake joint would be the strip club.
Oh, because they shake it.
Shake it. They're shaking it.
Well,
it's not the cops where they shake it down.
I just want to say really quickly and somewhat somberly, check out the big brain on Christy.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That is a 2000s deep South Southern term that guys that I knew actually used in casual conversation. Like, I'm gonna run by the shake joint and then go to work at 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Shout out Christy.
Thank you.
So they're shaking their ample bosom.
Yeah. And rear end as well,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they can
I know
shake
that
their
baby indeed has back.
What about that ass, Cal? What about that ass?
Al, see, this is dangerous, though, because he's going to get a dessert from Culver's or Steak and Shake and come back, Kelly, girls, I went to the shakes joint. Who wants strawberry?
Oh.
And now they can't have milkshakes, and they're talking with their therapist 40 years later. I can't have strawberry shakes.
If you don't go to either Shake Shack or Steak and Shake on July 4th, you're not an American. That's all I'm saying. Al Jackson, look for Al Daily Blast Live.
Yes, sir.
Al is out there in the world of social media doing some great stand-up. Al, we'll talk to you again next week. Thank you, sir.
We love you, Al.
Love y'all.
Right now, I don't know what the slang term is for a quality barbecue grill.
Oh.
I know that the best word is Weber. The Weber grill, because it is the grilling season. Of course, now the griddle season, because Weber has the fabulous Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle, carbon steel cooktop, safe for using metal tools, of course. It's pre-seasoned, ready to cook right out of the box. The griddle that stays ready and not rusty, and that's the key. How many times have you gone onto your grill and it looks like it's been in Davy Jones' locker for 2 seasons? Nope. This is going to be great, and it's going to be clean and ready to rock. The Weber Works prep system, of course. You can cook and store your stuff right there, so everything is handy. It's from Weber.
I grew up saying barbecue pit. Did you guys?
Mm-hmm.
The barbecue pit?
Yeah, you got to like the barbecue pit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Really?
we did.
Yeah, we always said pit.
I did not.
Yeah.
But that's interesting.
But it is a grill indeed.
Yeah, but the grill from Weber, they got a whole bunch of different ones. Check them all out. I've had my Weber kettle grills forever. I am now upgrading to the Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle. That's right. Get fired up with yours by checking out Weber.com. The Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle, one of many great options from Weber. High heat, even heat, fast heat, that's from Weber. The Weber.com is the place to go. Now, when we come back, we have our song referencing this phrase in contemporary culture that should be around for at least another week.
Oh, you got to give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Yeah, there you go. Enjoy it while you can. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Cool. All right, we're ready for No Lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
Cool. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one.
All right.
Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just that's repetitive and annoying. Is it Baby Shark? But Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hair band would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
Now, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. I'm ready. The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta.
Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right.
Can't pronounce
yeah,
it.
That's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I'll make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State law.
I-95.
I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right in my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic.
I'll do it.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bending your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is. That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
I'm excited to be here. Does that not sound like I'm excited? Is that what it is? I am high.
Colin told me I look like the Adderall dealer in a Christian fraternity.
They go through a breakup recently, but I handled the breakup like an adult, you know. I blocked her immediately and then subscribed to OnlyFans.
I have what's medically called a slutty dad.
Mike McRae, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
The Bob and Tom Show.
I know of two of them
one of them at least, he was as healthy as a damn horse when he went in there. There was another one. They give him a lethal dose of no brains when he come back.
Bob and Tom, more than slightly confused. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Scientists are puzzled over a bright white rock found on Mars. An analysis of the rock indicates it's composed of the minerals pyroxene and feldspar.
Feldspar, yeah, sure, yeah.
That's a law firm, isn't it? Pyroxene and feldspar.
Thank you. Have a seat. I'm Arnold Feldspar.
You know what the problem with Mars is going to be? That looks so much like Earth. When people are walking around, one of them's just going to go, and just take their helmet off accidentally. Like they're in.
Then you'll hear.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Fall.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We have a special guest in the studio. Tom, would you care to introduce him?
Oh, he's a handsome man, and he's available, ladies.
He loves it when you do that. You think that helps, Tom? Do you think it helps?
What do you mean?
Do you think you making that comment helps?
Well, it's true.
Greg, hook up.
He's a single gent, very talented. He's on stage, delighting people with his comedy. It's Greg Warren, ladies and gentlemen. And Greg is part of a tour right now featuring Nate Bargatze, playing for some big crowds. You had a big crowd last night, did you, Greg?
Yes, it's huge, yeah.
So is it a little different, your approach, when you've got thousands of people out there instead of like at a club where you've got a couple hundred?
Yeah, I mean, you're doing shorter sets, which is different. And, yeah, there's 13,000 people there last night or something like that. And,
man.
Yeah, I maybe take your time a little bit more. I don't know. I don't get nervous that much anymore. I was like slightly nervous. I was like, yeah, it's a little different.
But it went okay. I heard it was a great show.
It was fun. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. All 13,000 liked it.
Oh, that's great.
You asked every single one, didn't you?
Afterwards, I tried to just stand outside.
Good job.
Make it. How you doing?
Meet and greet. Nice.
Meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you're not a merch.
Sir, you're not getting away from me. Hold on.
Did you like it? Yeah, okay.
I see you trying to slip out there, sir.
But you've never been a merch guy, right?
I was. Yeah, I was.
What did you have?
I used to have
CDs?
Some CDs and some T-shirts, and I retired that about 10 years ago, I think.
What did the shirts say?
Well, I had the one-star shirt, which was very popular.
You remember that concept? The one-star people.
It was a joke. Yeah, Chick really enjoyed it.
The lesser people. Like 4 stars are amazing people. You
would stay at a 4-star hotel, and there were a lot of 1-star people there. That's the conceit.
It was
great.
Pretty good long bit about it. And I think the first one of my CDs was called One Star Warrior.
It's wonderful.
And Tom said that was one of the stupidest titles I've ever heard.
You're going to get that.
Oh, no, it was great. It was real good.
Help you with it. You're in trouble.
Saying that.
I remember my favorite line from that. You made a video, right?
Yeah.
And you said something about there's somebody upstairs. We weren't making too much noise in our room. I tell you what, you're out of soda pop on the second floor.
Dr. Pepper.
You better take care of your business before you start sticking your nose in mine.
I like that.
That's the 1-star person at the 4-star hotel?
That's right.
I like that. That's very funny. Yeah. Greg has a couple of great projects out there, and you can see him in the world of video. That would include Where the Field Corn Grows. And The Salesman, and they're nice. They're squeaky clean.
They are.
They're great. It's great stuff.
Yeah.
Last night, were you squeaky clean?
Yeah. You know, Nate's clean. You know, I would rather people not even notice that it's.
They don't.
Cleaner.
No, when they see you, they don't.
Yeah. I went in that direction about 10 years ago, maybe, Josh. Yeah.
But all so funny.
Yeah. Now, you know a lot about, for example, corn.
I learned some things. Yeah, I picked up a few things. Yeah.
And so, are you a person that does studying? Did you do some research? I'm going to tell some jokes about corn. I got to find out what I'm doing.
Well, I do research for
this show,
a radio call-in once a week. Yeah, I do quite a bit of research, and then typically you spend a little time while I'm presenting that research, trying to do your own research.
It's one of the things we've been talking to him about.
He doesn't believe anything we say. He has to look it up.
Not only does it when you call, but does it to us constantly.
Does he?
Yeah.
For example, I just learned about the song about
No Scrubs.
No Scrubs shouting from car.
Pardon?
They still do her.
But without without the left eye.
It's TL.
Oh, sorry.
It's just TC.
Lisa, I'd be starting with an L. I get that, I see.
Regina Right Eye is...
they tried to have her fill in, but
not the same thing.
Her kid fills in, but she wears an eye patch. It's all weird.
Did she have a wandering eye or a missing eye? What was
glass eye, right?
Was it a glass eye?
I don't know why she had I had heard that she'd been stabbed in her eye, but I don't know if that's true at all.
We've all been in a lot of relationships, combine them all in this room, and you've been upset at your significant other. Have you ever been upset enough to set fire to the house?
Andre
Andre Rison.
Andre Rison.
Yeah, Andre Rison.
Well, she's the one that did that.
Yeah,
set fire to his house.
I'll burn this house down.
I like it.
Sure, I've said it, but I didn't follow through.
She commits.
If that's not love.
Yeah. I mean, there is passion.
That's a passionate love.
Yeah.
Fiery love.
It's a sad.
Josh,
she has a sweet voice.
The opposite of love is not hate. It's
indifference.
Exactly.
Yep, that's so true.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's very sad. She died in a car accident, actually.
Right. Yeah, it was an unnatural
It wasn't
thing.
a bad.
Was the car coming from her bad eye?
No.
Angle.
Yeah, it was her blind spot.
Okay, that's a shame.
I want to do that song where like you have the guys part. Where it's like, hey, what are you doing there? No, I don't want to. No, but hey, you want to get together or something? No.
And once again, this is obviously based on the famous Mr. Microphone commercial with Ace Cord. Remember the guy goes
Obviously,
yeah. What does he say again, Ace?
Hey, be back to pick you up at 8 or something?
Pick you up
Later, yeah.
Pick you up later.
Later. So she's just supposed to wait there. Later. No, not even. You can't even give me like what the cable company does and say between 4 and 8.
No window.
Later works for me.
Now, yesterday I learned something else yesterday that I was not aware of, which I imagine you being as hip as you are, plugged into contemporary culture.
Sure.
Have you heard this phrase?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Yeah, I am familiar with this. I'm trying to keep my distance, to be real honest.
Yeah, this is like one of those. This is apparently has exploded.
Huge. I saw it. I'm like, I don't know what this means. And I saw, sort of got out through context. I kind of get. I
get it, and then I watched the video, which is about 3 seconds long. And
there's no reason for you to no.
This is one of those things where supposedly she's got $1 million in a merch deal and blah, blah, blah. This is going to probably go away very quickly, I think.
I do like her delivery. She has a lot of...
she was having fun.
Yeah. You can tell she's being sincere as far as...
Yeah, she was just having a good time. She's out in Nashville drinking and having fun.
I think she's talented.
Oh, yeah, you're a fan. Yeah.
She could just about... you know what? I bet she could do anything.
I think she could.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, I understand you've been contemplating the Hawk Tuah problem, and you have a song about it?
Like maybe a baby boomer not understanding what that is, like Peter Gabriel. Would you like to hear that now?
Oh, yes, I would.
Yes.
Like a baby boomer just being totally confused. We could have a good time. You say if I just lay on my back, or we could do it while I'm driving. What? She says, please try and relax. Hell, all I did was text her. Now she's dropping to her knee. She says that she's a great first date, going up and down and around again. You want to go up and down at Kings Island? An amusement park's a good time, my friend. She says no, she wants to try the Hawk Tuah. Is that a roller coaster? No. Let me do the Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah, is that a sushi place? No. The Hawk Tuah. Why are you spitting on me? Hawk. Oh. Tuah. I don't know what you're doing. Stop. You're spitting on me. No, I don't like that. Hawk Tuah.
And Peter just didn't know what was...
He didn't understand.
You're spitting on me.
He's been around the block, though.
Wow.
He's been around the block.
Yeah.
We're hanging out with comedian Greg Ward. That was Patty G with the guitar and his tribute to the Hawk Tuah. Coming up, Christy, what's happening?
Coming up, we have the Glastonbury Festival and how attendees are helping out by peeing. We have that sword guy in a fight. What else do we have? Oh, a lady flashing her boobs in New York City.
That's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
I think you guys would like that.
I'm not sure that's going to make the headlines in New York City.
Yeah, right?
No, you got to.
Yeah, really because I live there. I'm somebody.
I was, chick.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy things that go on in the street.
Lots and lots of crazy.
We'll find out more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
It's very personal to me. I mean, actually, I'm feeling really good, at the very, very moment. I've had my cigarettes and all that. And, but this has actually been a pretty tough year. I think it's been a tough year for everybody. And my newest thing is that every time I get a piece of mail, it's bad news, no matter what. So I finally just put a trash can in front of my doorstep and just put a little note there to the mailman just saying, please deposit all mail into this and then take it out on Mondays. But so this is just sort of a song about that. It's kind of a sad song about my life. I just got a letter in the mail saying that my oh, wait, you know what?
Oh, you can't do this all of a sudden?
Well, okay, let me think it out here.
You have to redo some words?
If it's necessary, we can take a break and you can rewrite some of the words. Are you just now? Is this a Haywood moment? Are you forgetting them, or are you trying to rewrite them?
Well, no. I got.
Is there content issue?
All right.
Okay.
I just got a letter in the mail saying since they didn't receive my credit card in time, there's a $40 fine, which would have been okay, except for that it caused me to exceed the credit line, and that's another $40 fine. Then I got another piece of mail saying that the balance due was drawn from my account, which caused a bunch of checks to bounce, $40 each. And the worst part is that one of those checks was for the DMV for my registration fee. So one day I was on my way to work and I couldn't find my car. It wasn't where I parked it just the day before, and then I got another piece of mail saying since the registration tags were out of date, they just towed my car away, which wasn't quite okay. I called them to explain, and when they finally put me through, they just made me wait on hold. After 40 minutes I hung up because I had to go to work, but then I realized if I don't have my car, then how am I gonna drive to work? So I got fired from my job. So here I am living in a box underneath a bridge in a quiet little town, and I take a look around and things are quite okay. I don't have any bills, and the best part is that I don't get any mail.
Henry Phillips. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show USA. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Larry King.
Wow.
Larry. Nice to see you.
Let me sit down here. Ouch, my back.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
That hurts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow. Hey, You know you're giving off a weird vibe when the Walmart greeter tells you to pound sand up your butt. Dot. Hey, what's with Cher and the Sunny thing all of a sudden? Would somebody tell me anything? Anybody else now think the C word was invented because of her? Cher, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how about that Carol Channing thing, huh?
Yeah.
I guess she was singing Hello Dildo.
Hello, dildo.
Yeah, man.
Hello, dildo.
Yes, it's just
Only
good
got
stuff.
married. Only got it twice in
Twice in 41 years of marriage.
Oh.
Wow, she needs Viagra. And I said it before, but never address an Indian in war paint as Chief Big Pussy.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
And finally, I gotta say, kids, it's been a stone gas being here, by the way. I gotta say, this body piercing craze is getting out of control. You know, studs through the tongue, rings through the nose, eyebrows, the nipples, the belly button, and now a series of interlocking rings and hoops through my schwanz. Oh, did I say my schwanz? Oh, somebody stop me. You know how embarrassing it is to go through the metal detector?
I'm sure.
Larry King, you've got a solid nickel's worth, kids.
Thanks.
I'm out. Peace out.
Peace out, Larry.
I got to catch a plane.
Oh, thanks very much, Larry.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, Chick, you've heard about this thing called an annuity?
Sure.
Do you know what they are?
Not sure. Actually unsure.
Well, Mr. Unsure, annuities ensure that you'll still have income even after you retire.
Kind of like getting a paycheck for not really working. I like that deal.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Hey!
So, to get started, here's the name you need to know. Silac Insurance Company.
Silac?
Yep, Silac, S-I-L-A-C. Living longer requires more than just Social Security.
Agreed, but I'm still unsure.
Hey, Silac's annuities help protect the unsure against financial risk to their retirement savings. Down market? No problem. An unexpected health issue? Not an issue. Your annuity is flexible because life isn't predictable.
Silac, huh? Fly-by-nighters?
Nope. The company actually opened during the Great Depression. Back then, they were on a mission to help people when people really needed the help.
So signing up going to be complicated?
Silac makes getting an annuity clean, simple, and transparent. Move on from unsure to insure. Silac. Get started now at SILACINS.com.
Performance varies. Past performance not indicative of future results. Consult with your fund.
That's right. That's right, buddy. You.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news, the Silac news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Pat. There's Willie Griswold.
Dude.
Bob and Tom comedy legend Greg Warren is here.
Hey, guys.
The one and only.
Greg is on the road right now with Nate Bargatze. Another big show coming up tonight. He's kind of winding the tour down, but a huge show. You're playing the big arenas. It's just fantastic. It's great that you guys are all doing
Josh
so well.
Arnold here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Cosby.
We have a phone call. Can you grab that for me?
Could you please turn that down a little bit?
Hello, Bob and Tom.
Thank
You
you.
gotta pick
now?
up the phone first.
Yes,
Boy,
thank you.
You got to pick it up.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Anybody?
Hey, is this Bill and Tim? Is this Bill and Tim?
No, Bob and Tom. Who's this, please?
Oh, yeah, well, this is Wrong Way Dave. I'm Edwin McCain's bus driver. I was supposed to call in to you guys, but he's back in the bunk sleeping, so I grabbed his call sheet, and I figured I'd call in for him. How hard can it be, really?
So are you taking Edwin to another concert?
Yeah, I'm trying. I heard him talking about me last week, and I figured I better come out of retirement before he kills somebody.
I know he's been driving his own bus.
Yeah.
Where are you driving him?
Well, we're going to Woodstock, where all of this hippie nonsense started in the first place.
Yep.
I I gotta let him get his rest. You know, he's got to rest up so he can waddle out there and play that one song everybody knows.
Wrong Way Dave, he's got plenty of great songs.
The Pharmacy, I love that song.
I recently saw him a number of terrific songs.
Yeah.
And hey, do you know, is he still getting on stage with Hootie sometimes?
Yeah, he goes out there. He's an attention whore.
Familiar with that.
He's got out there and do his show. He's got to be out there all night long. But I love the old turd, and I like driving for him. He's pretty funny. He said something real funny yesterday. He asked me to vacuum the bus. And I said, hey, Terry, you see me holding a vacuum in the hand, dial 911 because I'm having a stroke.
You just drive, don't you?
Only two things in my hand, a steering wheel and a Winston cigarette.
Yeah.
That's life.
Oh, yeah. They let you smoke on the bus, huh?
You don't have a choice.
I see. Well, you got to get where you got to go. So you're heading for the Woodstock area. That'll be very exciting. Is this a show with Hootie and the rest of the gang?
And that Collective Soul band.
They're nice. I didn't know. Did you know that Haywood Banks apparently is the new lead singer for Collective Soul?
Loves it.
Guy looks just like
They
him.
were going to Hershey Park, and they were going to somewhere outside of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're going to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Hershey Park.
That's the chocolate city, you know.
Chocolate capital of the world.
Yeah, and
I got to keep him away from that stuff. He'll get fat again.
What are your feelings about the Hershey Highway?
Hey.
You can't do that in the bus, man. I'll tell you how. There's a strict rule about that. Number one only.
Okay, well, I see. See, you got a bathroom right there on the bus, though, huh?
Yeah, but that's only for number one. You can't get labeled as a bus pooper. That's the worst thing that can ever happen.
You'll be ostracized for sure.
Out of show business.
Is there a signal if someone you have to
pull over?
Yeah, you run up front with that look on your face, and then you hit the guardrails just like everybody else should.
I see. Well, good. Well, listen, Wrong Way Dave, good luck getting to Woodstock. Are you going to be in the audience tonight for the show?
Oh, hell no, I heard that boy sing so many times I can't stand it. I'll be back at the Holiday Inn Express watching reruns of Alice.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. It's funny stuff. Yeah.
I love it when she says kiss my grin.
Oh, yeah. I love that Vic Tayback.
He's kind of a sour.
Some funny stuff. Well, if you're near Bethel, New York, go to see. It'll be Mr. Hootie and the entire Blowfish Clan, Edwin McCain, and of course Collective Soul. That'll be one fine show this evening.
Please tell Edwin we said hello, Dave.
Yes.
I will. Hey, Bill and Tim said hey.
You don't have
Drive
to wake
safely.
Hey, has Edwin still got that hipster beard thing going?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, man. I've been trying to tell him to get rid of that flavor saver, but golly, it hides his double chin well. So
Dave, you rascal.
What a hipster. Thank you, Dave.
All right, guys. I guess I'll see you next time we pull into y'all's parking lot. I remember.
We hope it's soon.
Okay. Yeah. You're welcome to poop here. Okay, we got to.
We'll see you, Dave.
We have a fully plumbed poop machine.
Poop machine, fully pumped poop machine.
Thank you very much. Well, that was nice.
Yes.
Shame we couldn't talk to Edwin.
Yeah.
Now we have in the studio. We have our good friend comedian Greg Warren, the man behind the Warren Report. And I was asking you earlier if you had any merchandise when you're on tour. You don't sell anything after the shows anymore.
I sell the opener stuff. I push their
good for you.
That's nice.
It's nice.
Nice of you. Oh, in your years as a comedian, what have been some of the finest things you've seen people sell? The comics get up there, try to get some gas money. What is?
Well,
you know, the best thing I saw after a show, it was Greg Warren and Bob Zaney. It was a double headliner show. And Greg decided to start giving away Bob Zaney CDs to who would ever walk up
for free.
For free, yeah. And
furious.
Bob was really, really angry.
You think it's funny, Greg? Is that what you think?
Yeah. I'd never seen Bob angry for starters, but this was he was going to kill Greg.
Because Bob is one of those guys that he's not there to do the comedy show so much as he is to sell merch.
Oh, absolutely.
Very important. It is very important.
Did you hear Josh's story about a strip club? I believe it was in Sauget.
Yeah.
Near St. Louis. And the guy in the bathroom made a fortune selling barbecue sauce.
His own homemade barbecue sauce. One of the bathroom attendants.
No.
Yeah.
I've been to Sauget.
Yeah, this was at Diamond Cabaret.
Yeah.
And he worked in the bathroom, and he sold his own barbecue sauce. He had a couple different flavors.
I'd like to get over there.
It was great. I don't know if he's still there. I mean, that was a while ago.
Giant barbecue fan. You know that, right, Josh?
Yeah.
I love
you like the barbecue.
I go probably twice a week or 3 times. I try to go anywhere I'm in and out of town. Here's my one thing. The only complaint about barbecue restaurants is they're a little smug when they run out of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're almost proud of it. You know, it's like, you want ribs at 1:30? Wait, you got to get here a lot earlier to get those ribs. I mean, you can't walk up in here at 1:30 asking for ribs. We run out of ribs every day around 11:45. When we run out, we sell out. It's like, well, maybe you guys should make some more. I see your sign there says you've been open since 1974. I would think in that time frame, you guys would have got a little better handle on the demand for your product. You're supposed to. You're a store. You have stuff. You're supposed. You sell it. You're supposed to have it. You know. You don't see the pharmacies like. Diabetes medicine. I mean, you can't walk in here at 10:30 asking for diabetes medicine. We run out around 8 o'clock every morning. I mean, you could show up tomorrow early. If you're still alive, you might be able to get some diabetes medicine.
You know, actually, sadly, you know something? That's true now.
Is it? Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah, they're that, and they're a little braggadocious. Like, they all have those like trophies. And they're like about all the barbecue competitions they've won. How many of you guys have been to a barbecue competition? Like,
I have.
Do they
Tom
exist?
has.
Okay.
No, I know. Everybody in this room's become a joke ruiner with truth and facts.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I mean, though? They're all over and they're pointless. Here's the thing, like, I walked into your restaurant, there's a 99.9% chance I'm going to eat. Like this is what it is. And here's the thing, if I like it, I'm going to come back and eat some more, or I'm going to order some more. If it's bad, I'm not going to go, well, they did win Ribbling Rivalry 5. This is on me. I obviously don't understand how to taste things, so I'll just have some more.
Yeah, I love those Rib Fest. Get to try different kinds of ribs. You ever been to one?
He just said that he hadn't been to one.
No, and it's the thing is, like, and they never talk about when they did poorly in those competitions.
You don't hear about it.
I'd like to hear some sort of thing. Well, yeah. What we won best ribs 2011, 12, 14, 15. Whoa, wait a minute. What happened in 13? Tell me that. Tell me that. Well, Bob got drunk and forgot to put sauce on the ribs, and it was an embarrassment. I'll be okay. You learn from the losses.
Right. Well,
fair enough.
Yeah, I love this. They used to have that traveling rib fest. They'd have all those great bands, and people just eat ribs. And
what great bands?
Oh, they had that Beatles cover band. Ace, you know what I'm talking about, Ace. Yeah,
they'd have the old classic rock bands come
Sebastian
out.
Bach.
38 Special was that one.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
But people just eat the ribs and throw them in the ground. So after like the first act's over, it's like you're in the movie The Killing Fields. Yeah, I'd like the Pol Pot stew.
There we go.
Like Cambodian ribs. Right now, we want to say hello to Greg Warren. I can see him. He's right there. And he's going to be on stage tonight doing more great comedy with Nate Bargatze. Yes, sir?
SimpliSafe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. We recommend investing in SimpliSafe Home Security today for your compound. Advanced home security that puts you first. You keep your compound safe every day, just like I do, with high-definition cameras inside and out. Lets me keep an eye on everything in my compound, including my lady dogs. I know what they're doing, and if they're sniffing stuff, I can see them right there on my SimpliSafe app with my high-definition camera. Plus, SimpliSafe has 24/7 monitoring, accessible to all low upfront cost and monitoring plans for less than $1 a day. You can install the system yourself. It's so easy to do, or you can have a pro do it. That's your option. There's no contract and comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. And by partnering with SimpliSafe, you could get real peace of mind. An exclusive 20% off right now any new SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com today. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. And remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Thank you, Chick McGee. Coming up, what's the penalty for flipping the bird, if you will, the middle finger? Well, the penalty may be some serious cash. What? I'll tell you why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Our guest in the studio is comedian Bert Kreischer, and Bert is a veteran of the world of the party. He was voted the #1 party animal in the country by Rolling Stone magazine.
Quite an honor.
Many years ago.
Honor.
Mm-hmm. And you carry the mantle to this day.
Yeah.
You're now I guess you'd be the, party animal ex officio with the what is the
party
title?
Animal cum laude?
Guru, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Guru to young boys,
Could
probably.
be a guru.
Yeah, you'd be good.
Maybe
But
not.
No, you said you have 2 young daughters.
Yeah, which is pointless because I have no advice for little girls.
Do you have advice for young men?
I have tons of advice for young men. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Is this college-age men going to...
Well, it's like you have sons, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know all the things. Do you have any girls?
Yes.
Oh, see, and you got nothing to tell a little girl.
Well, so far they're in charge. They know what's going on. So.
Yeah. I said, I remember the first night we got my daughter, or not got her, but had her, or whatever.
I know.
Right. And she was crying real bad, and the nurse was like, the nurse comes in, and she's, and wrapped up like a joint in a box.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's what And the nurse comes in, and that's what I thought it was.
You are a party animal.
She was like, let's. What have you done? I was like, nothing. Mm-hmm. She goes, what are you gonna do? I was like, I put a towel over her face and cut the oxygen in half. I don't know, nothing. And she goes, here's what you do: take her head, put it by your heart, take your pinky, place it on her lower lip, and allow her to draw it in. That'll calm her down. So I do it, and sure enough, as soon as I put it on her lower lip, my daughter draws it in like she's trying to rip the nail off. Just, I'm like, we're stopping this tonight. Yeah. I'm not raising a daughter where that is her coping mechanism.
That's a good point.
She gets a little spook, just, no, thank you. But I was massively unprepared for girls. I just didn't know. I never even listened to women. The only advice I got, and this for boys, you ever get into a fight with a girl? This works every time. I did this with my wife. 12 words. You are right. I am wrong. I love you, honey. You win. And you squash it.
Really?
You take her in your arms, you carry her into the bedroom, and you cuddle like a team, like a coalition. Scratch her back and let her go to sleep together, happy. She won. And that night while she's sleeping, cut her hair. Not a lot, just a little bit, so you know you won. Great advice for a boy, unapplicable for a girl.
Bert Kreischer's our guest. I'm glad we have this on tape because you're going to be dead very soon, I think.
We can use that as evidence, I think.
Yeah, you're going to be wheeled out of your own home in a gurney.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's forever, right? What am I counting the days for? You think guys doing life in prison count the days? I don't think so. You do your time, I'll do mine.
Oh, no, I got out.
You got out?
Yeah. I escaped.
I'm excited to be here. Does that sound like I'm excited? Is that what it is? I am high.
Colin told me I look like the Adderall dealer in a Christian fraternity.
I did go through a breakup recently, but I handled the breakup like an adult, you know. I blocked her immediately and then subscribed to OnlyFans.
I have what's medically called a slutty dad.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional. Bob and Tom.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Oh, my God. And on this farm, he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with a here, there, here.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7? 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin, Christy Lee, Willie Griswold, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, our special guest, the one, the only, Greg Warren.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Greg.
Comedian Greg Warren on the road.
Chick, here's Tom.
Glad to be on the road. Doing some great comedy along with Nate Bargatze. Doing a bunch of big halls, as they say, the big rooms, the arenas. That's awesome. Yeah. That's great stuff. Right now, a couple quick things. First of all, Greg, I know that you're a seasoned pro, as they say. You've been doing comedy. You've lived in New York. You've lived in Los Angeles.
Oh, Lord.
I pointed that out to Chick earlier that I lived in New York.
You've done television. Yeah. You've got a couple great specials out there. Where the corn, excuse me, I was going to say Where the Corn is Green, sorry. Where the Field Corn Grows.
Where the Corn is Green, that might be a better title.
That would have been. The Salesman, I believe that's a movie. But still, as I've often said, even at his peak, Tiger Woods took lessons.
Here it comes.
In the world of golf and had a swing coach. You might need a joke coach, and here he is.
That was all just
just for that. Every morning.
He just made that up. I was doing checks yesterday.
Doing what?
Checks. I was writing checks.
Oh, writing checks. Okay, sorry.
Oh, that's right. You still write checks, don't you? That's right.
I opened my electric bill and my water bill at the same time. I was shocked.
I like it. Brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at the Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Josh didn't get the joke. What a dummy.
He doesn't understand. I bet on my drive home I'll get it and laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretend you don't know what I was talking about.
No, yeah.
Electricity, water,
Yeah, I could have done that.
Okay, good.
I don't get my bills. I get them online. I pay my bills electronically.
So this is
no merit to that.
So this is denying the premise.
Which that is what this show does now.
No. Yes. No. Don't label all of us that way.
I'm going to.
It's not the show.
You're saying there's Chick. You're saying there's one guy that's more of a premise killer than others.
I think there might be.
Guy or girl.
Guy.
The number one is Ace.
Ace will kill most premises.
Oh, I'm an honest person. So.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
What are you doing in here? Why don't we do this?
I just don't understand how a reverend and a...
right. I've never seen that. That's what happens.
So wait a minute. So the horse walks into a bar.
Yeah.
So how does
very
he get,
unlikely.
How does he?
Never seen it.
How does he get in the door?
Yeah.
And then he talks.
Horses don't talk.
What is that joke where they go by with a long face and he goes, "My wife just died."
Yeah, my buddy Mort had he changed that joke to.
So horse walks into a bar.
Horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Why the long face?" Horse goes, "My wife just died." he put truth to the sand.
Wow, it's rough,
right? See,
very yes.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever have to, in the course of your career, did you like ever pretend that you were, say, married so you could have a joke, or did you have a joke about a family member that was deceased, but you kept it in as if they weren't?
There may have been a few of those things, but I try to be somewhat truthful. But yeah, there's a little convenience. Yeah, there's some convenience that I'll if it starts with truth, you can sort of move a few things together, I think, in some cases.
I kind of like it when guys do really dated material.
Yeah, I like that. I like those guys. Michael Jackson's back in the news. No, he's not.
He sure isn't.
No, he's not.
Is that a premise killer? Someone in the audience goes,
That's a good one, though.
I don't think he is.
Or the political stuff, it's really, really dated. Tell you what, that Alvin Barkley. Hello?
Alvin Barkley.
Nobody knows who that is.
That's the premise of the joke, you see, that no one knows who it is.
Again, this room has 4 or 5 comedy black holes, and if a joke is a spaceship, I mean, you have to maneuver. It is. This job has gotten impossible, Greg.
For the guests, you think you could publish something to let them know, what to avoid those things?
Yeah, you're right.
I'd like to see that. I mean,
Josh, do you find that it makes you better, though, when you're doing comedy without a defense? Do you find that this is improving it? When you
No. This has hurt me comedically.
And emotionally.
And physically.
Alvin Barkley.
Wasting away over there.
Alvin Barkley was born in 1877.
Whoa.
See, that the joke was about using dated material.
Yes,
Well, of course.
But no, that's too dated.
Yeah, make it accessible.
Yeah, you should have
Monica
said something
Lewinsky.
like LBJ or
Like a dinosaur walks into a bar.
He died in 1956.
Gosh.
Old age. Heart attack.
He predated me.
Oh, he went to Oxford College, University of Virginia.
Oxford and college would be in Iowa, right?
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Let's get back
What
to
were the last words of Alvin Barkley?
That's a thing?
Student leaders behind him were applauding and laughing at the mention of a squelched heckler. 2 minutes later, the senator was dead.
Oh, my goodness.
Collapsing after uttering his now famous last words, "I would rather be a servant in the house of the Lord than sit in the seat of the mighty."
He said that before he died?
Right before.
Okay, wow.
Now you got something.
Yeah.
Barkley.
Did that get a laugh?
No.
Did it get heckled? Okay. No, I'm sorry. Christy Lee's at the Silac news desk. What's going on over there?
Vermont has agreed to pay $175,000 to settle a lawsuit on behalf of a man who was charged with a crime for giving a state trooper the middle finger. Flipped him the bird. In 2018, Gregory Bombard was stopped by Trooper Jay Riggin, who believed Bombard had showed him the middle finger. Bombard denied that, but said he did curse and display the middle finger once the initial stop was concluded.
It was over.
It was over, but he was stopped again and arrested for disorderly conduct.
Oh.
The ACLU of Vermont sued on his behalf, arguing that Bombard's First Amendment rights were violated following an unnecessary traffic stop and retaliatory arrest. Under the settlement, the state agreed to pay him $100,000 and $75,000 to the ACLU of Vermont, as well as the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression for legal fees.
Vermont troopers are going to be getting flipped off a lot. That's just all.
It seems a little high.
Yeah, it's worth it to shut up the ACLU. They used to do good work.
Card-carrying member.
Don't you think?
You know what? I'm not surprised.
I mean, shouldn't they at least be allowed to tase the guy or something?
What?
I kind of
just
think
for
so.
flipping them off.
You know, for the $175,000. Hey, look, you can have the money, but we're going to get the tape.
I see what you're saying.
Because you're being such a dick. You know,
Yes.
come on.
I'm like I said, card-carrying member of the ACLU, but this is ridiculous. You can't flip off cops.
Just don't flip off anybody
don't
while they're
flip
at
off
work.
There's no reason. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just this guy's doing his job, and you're
We
giving him a
flip
hard
off
time.
people all the time in this room. We're at work.
Oh, we're working together. Cops at work, they can flip off each other.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The ACLU gave up on us a long time ago.
Yeah,
Chick,
Those folks get no rights.
you have an
Not that speech. Not that speech.
Chick, you have an elaborate method of giving someone the finger, do you not? Would you actually crank
there's
it?
a cranking thing I do.
Turn it up.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, can you hear this? Want me to turn it up? Let's see, what else?
Read between the...
No, I'll fish
You got something in your pocket there. You got something in your pocket. What do you got?
Is it your phone or a comb?
Here it is. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever do when you were a kid, Greg Warren? Did you ever do the thing where you slam the door and you do the double rotating bird?
Yeah.
You're so pissed.
At your parents, right?
Yeah.
But
I said some terrible things under my
I'm the
breath.
judge. 175K seems a little high.
It's a lot.
How about zero? How about you're going to jail? You flipped off a cop.
Yeah, or you pay a ticket or whatever the hell. Yeah, there's a punishment.
Yeah, but don't you think my solution is better? If you want the check, these officers get to tase you.
I do like that. I like giving them the choice.
The satisfaction.
Of
Okay,
you,
okay, buddy.
Hey.
I know where to get flipped off all the time now.
It's the old casino rule. You can leave with the hammer and the money, or you can just leave. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Somebody's betting hammers?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
Man.
What a fun morning.
It was really, really something.
You hate the ACLU. You hate us now.
Yeah.
It's brutal in here.
There's a song about that, right, Pat?
A song about...
Sure.
If I had a hammer.
If I had a hammer,
It was okay for 20 minutes, right? Remember those 20 minutes? It wasn't on the row, but...
You know something? I don't understand that song.
If I had a hammer?
Never got that.
You're going to hammer out danger and warning and the love between your brothers and your sisters?
Pound out
How do you do that?
war.
With a
Are
hammer?
you trying to fish for a song from Pat?
No, he's not.
I'm trying to ask someone to explain that dumb song to me.
I had a hammer.
I'd hammer out a warning.
How?
I'd hammer out a...
I'd hammer out
It's also
justice.
sort of a tribute to...
Would you rather have a pen?
Hammer in the morning.
You have a hammer, you have a bell, you have a song, the hammer of justice, the bell of freedom.
I'd hammer out danger.
Hammered out danger.
But how?
It means if you have the tools to do something, you should use it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and it's a spiritual allusion to Jesus the carpenter.
I don't think so.
I don't pick that.
I know you guys wouldn't.
I'd screw my neighbor, stuff like that.
Now,
Nope, that's not a premise. Not a premise at all.
as a friend of ours once said, you ever notice in the Bible that Jesus is out there working, and then all of a sudden he keeps stopping work and gathering these crowds around talking for a couple hours, and then the guy goes, "Yeah, apparently Jesus worked for the city." That's a classic.
Well, what are they? They're saying like instead of using a hammer for violence, you'd use it to
do good things.
Just
good
things.
stuff.
It takes too much work. I like songs that tell you what they're going to do, like that one about picking up the scrubs and throwing your microphone
she's
at the guy.
not going to let him pick her up.
No,
You know what I'm saying.
she don't want anything to do with it.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Didn't you hate folk music? Come on, admit it.
Not necessarily.
Really?
I mean, as a kid, my mom would always play. She recorded like those Peter, Paul, and Mary concerts on channel on the PBS. Yeah,
Channel 9.
Yeah, and she would play them a lot, and we'd be like, "Mom, we just want to watch cartoons."
Yeah, no
We had
kidding.
Peter, Paul, and Mary posters in our basement.
Oh, okay.
They're still down there. Yeah.
Wow,
That's probably why you dated. That's probably why you dated that
here
woman
we
that
go.
looked just like Mary Travers.
A young
Way to go, Greg.
Young Mary Travers.
And then my favorite,
The hot Russian girl.
My
yeah.
favorite part about that story was there was a bunch of us standing there, and he says that to Greg, and then he stands there like we're all going to go, "Tom, you're right, yeah." And nobody knew who Mary Travers was. It was great.
Young
Just
Mary
absolutely
Travers.
great.
Just saying. When I would hear "Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley," I'd start looking for a noose.
Tom, did you ever hear the story about what was her name, Greg?
Anna.
She was very funny. Like
Yeah.
she was legitimately
Extremely funny.
She got you. You know how you see in the back of minivans the little sticker figures of families and the
Oh,
dog.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, sure.
and she got you one.
was just me.
It was just a man. So on the back of his... But Greg was telling me that you had spilled some Fritos in your car because that was one of your favorite road snacks.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of Fritos.
I was coming home late. It was all over it.
And she got in the car and she said, "What is with all the Fritos?"
I blamed it on Josh. I go, Josh was eating. And she goes, Josh Arnold.
Not for a second did she doubt it, because she always referred to me as Josh Arnold.
Yeah. It was terrible, and you were on the gig with me, so she's like, "What is all this?" I was like, Josh was eating Fritos on the way home. She's like, Josh Arnold.
Well, let's check in one more time at the Silac News Desk. What have we missed, Christy?
The UK's Glastonbury Festival is up and running and will feature a variety of musical artists, including Dua Lipa and Coldplay. But it will also team up with a startup company to turn urine into fertilizer. A company called NPK Recovery will implement its technology to recycle festival goers' urine with the help of Glastonbury's female toilet provider known as Pequel. Pequel has acquired a $91,000 grant for this project.
So wait a minute. So peak will mean it's like an
P-E-E.
Women can eat. Women can pee.
Yes, I guess.
Is this where you pee standing up?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about that, so I don't know. Pequel has acquired a $91,000 grant for this project. By the way, NPK Recovery acknowledged previous reports that water nearby the festival will be or could be contaminated with MDMA.
Molly.
Why? Oh, because people are taking MDMA and then peeing?
Mm-hmm. They take drugs at some of these music festivals.
Do
Christy.
they really?
Yeah.
Damn.
They take
Oh my
drugs.
gosh.
Get all
The founder.
goofballs and stuff.
High on goofballs.
I hate these goofballs.
Goofballs.
Goofballs will get you high, man.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, boy.
The founder, Hannah Vandenberg, said if we can clean
Are you
that,
sure that's her name?
then we can basically accept anything to go through our system.
Hannah
Vandenberg.
Here's
Steinmeister Brow.
Here's the story from 2 years ago, Glastonbury. There were severely high levels of illegal drugs in the river after the Glastonbury Festival.
Oh, so they must have come in and cleaned that up, yeah.
MDMA 104 times greater. Wow. So that's and apparently it's affecting they tested eels and they'd been affected by all the drugs in the river.
Acting pretty
from the they say from the urine.
Wow.
So
what's MDA?
MDMA is it's like ecstasy, I guess.
What's it make you do?
Yeah, you go to a concert, a DJ, you dance around.
It makes EDM sound good.
Yeah, you have a little whistle.
So it's a miracle drug.
Yes.
It's fun.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised. So they're collecting everyone's urine.
Yeah.
Something else is going on here.
You think so?
Is R. Kelly on the bill? Wasn't that his name?
Yeah.
Chuck Berry?
Chuck Berry.
They like their waste products.
Yes. Okay.
Are they going to announce it? Are they going to announce it? But the urine results during Coldplay? They're going to go, hey, we tested the pee and it was all yellow. Huh? You guys like that one?
I gave it a little Norm Macdonald stank.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
My urine's pretty much clear.
You know, you don't
That's
believe.
good. That means you're healthy.
When you don't believe in the jokes, you have to affect a voice at the end.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
I know all about that.
Yeah.
So I assume they're going to process the urine and somehow turn it into fertilizer.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's something.
But if it's full of MDMA, I'm sure vegetables could come out looking like Picasso.
All drugged up.
And all, eyeballs over there.
Aren't some of the vegetables do that anyway? And they're still fine vegetables,
Yes.
but people don't want to buy them because they're ugly?
Yep.
Oh, that's a thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, the ugly vegetables.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to talk to you about you can cook vegetables. Pat, I know you're a vegetable guy, Mr. Vegetarian. On the Weber Grill up and fire the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill. We have a special guest in the studio, the fine comedian Greg Warren. I'd like you to meet our special guest, Clint Searwood.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Oh, hey, Clint. I don't think we've met before.
I don't think I can't remember the last time I met you. Was it 5 or 6 years ago?
I don't know, Clint.
How many comedians are on that bill tonight, Clint?
I'm not sure if it's 5 or 6.
And all this confusion.
And all the confusion. You're spoon-feeding me the lines before I can get to
Your lines.
Why don't you just go ahead and do all of this?
You ever been to a barbecue?
Wouldn't you be happier if you knew exactly what you were going to say?
You ever been to a barbecue fest? The Weber Searwood Pellet Grill. I'll talk to you, Greg.
Wonderful.
You can smoke, roast, and sear all in the same grill. It goes from low to slow on the smoke boost mode, 180 degrees.
Slow. 180 degrees.
Isn't that nice?
Ain't that nice?
And if you want to use the high heat sear, it's 600 degrees.
Weber Grills, baby.
That's hot.
People are telling us, we get emails every day. It's my grandfather's Weber is still working out in the back.
Oh, yeah, man.
I swear by
The
it.
classic kettle grill.
Yep.
They're getting
one.
serious. I got two of them, but they're getting serious. I'm about to get one of these new Webers. I'm just waiting to get it installed. I'm very excited. By the way, this grill is hot in 15 minutes. Cleanup is extra easy.
Hot.
Plenty of room for plenty of food.
Hot.
Way hot.
How hot is it, Josh?
So hot. You sit there, you look at that steak going, this is hot.
I like it hot.
Hotter.
I'll talk to you, Ace. You can add a heavy-duty rotisserie or a rust-resistant griddle insert. Why do you want the griddle? For pancakes. What kind of pancakes do you like, Ace?
Plain.
You couldn't lie.
You tell me that ain't a legend broadcasting. Okay?
Mr. Truth.
That's how you sell product.
Damn right.
I like blueberry.
In honor of Ace Cosby, everybody go to Weber.com right now.
Lane. How about you? I know you're a very picky eater. Greg Warren, what kind of pancakes do you like?
Man, I like when the chocolate chip smiley face.
Nice. I can do that on my Weber grill, my friend.
You child.
I do blueberry smiley face. Pat, you can't have pancakes. Can you?
No, it's got a little dairy in there.
What a life you lead.
It's a horrible one.
And we can grind up some kale for you and fry it on the
get
Weber
you some
grill.
non-dairy pancakes.
Yeah.
Keto cakes.
I'll try those. They sound delicious.
Yeah.
Weber.com.
Weber.com. Thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to teach you something.
All right.
But don't say this show is educational. I learned about, what did I learn about today?
I don't know. What'd you learn?
Scrubs.
Oh, Scrubs. Thank you. That was it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
We'll play like the first single that we had, which is called Oh Yeah.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hey, this is Mike Birbiglia, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
This is Tom, coming up Friday morning in the Bob and Tom Show. He's from our staff. He's great. He's comedian Jeff Oskey with news we failed to mention.
Wildlife officials have finally removed a tire that had been stuck around an elk's neck. What you failed to mention, still no news of the kid that was swinging in his backyard.
That's Friday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern.
And this is
on
Chick
Bob and
from
Tom,
the Bob and Tom
24/7.
Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show, and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Certainly
Smart
is.
idea.
I
What's
like
wrong
it.
with you?
No, it's rock. It's
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here we are. Lots and lots of numbers, aren't they? See, doesn't he sound like Scooby-Doo? I'm telling you. Snack. Yes.
Give me a snack.
Yes.
I love Scooby Snacks.
Before we move on,
Yeah, let's do something.
We're going to save the
lobster crawl.
the sword story for tomorrow.
Yeah, unless you want to do it.
No, it's such
Tom,
a good story.
it's sword.
Sword.
She did say
There's a
sword.
W in there.
I love that.
You said
I love
sword.
saying. I love saying sword.
The sword.
You said sword earlier. But the point is,
I said sword.
I love
Thank
sword.
you.
Do you know what
The sword and the stone.
what she sounds like? If you shut your eyes and one of us talked, could you tell which one it was?
Go ahead.
1, 2,
3, 4.
5,
I
6.
got
Who was 3 and 4?
I don't know.
Okay.
The story you had out of Glastonbury. I did a little research on this.
Yes.
Where they're literal. This is like a giant music festival. Dua Lipa tonight. I think Coldplay. Thousands and thousands of people. They're collecting everyone's urine, and they're going to turn it into fertilizer. So I looked this up at the Rich Earth Institute in Brattleboro, Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a project with this. And it says studies have long established that urine is a powerful fertilizer. And so, I mean, but I was wondering if you can do it directly.
Like peeing on your hostas like you do.
I mean, if that were, because this says it's good for farmers. If that were the case, wouldn't there be like stalks of corn right outside of Wrigley Field? Hey, there's soybeans growing right outside the ballpark.
I think we have lots of nitrogen in our urine, correct? And I think that's
Good for the soil.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just collecting urine seems like a really bad idea to me.
Why?
So what is you're exiting You're exiting the venue.
I'm sure you
and
just go in a porta potty type situation, or if there's a just specifically for pee, and they just take it like gallons of water or
There's
something.
a guy at the bottom with a beaker, and he's like,
Yeah, there you go.
to the left.
Aimed a little right.
Hey, what are you so upset of, Dave? Did you get pissed off at work? No, I got pissed on. I missed the beaker.
Forgot my goggles at home.
I'm sorry. It's time now to, what day is today?
Today is June 27th, I believe.
Give me time.
Yeah, a brief intro.
Well, actually, that's good because today the birthday of Helen Keller, born in 1880.
Oh.
What did she sing?
A pinball wizard.
Yep. She played a mean pinball, that's for sure. Played by sense of smell, Willie.
Yeah,
She's essentially been debunked. She could see, hear all of it.
What?
Yeah.
P.T. Barnum put her up to it. The most elaborate hoax in the history
Only
of the
miracle worker was her marketing agent.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
How about
Helen
this
Keller
one?
T-shirts.
How about this one?
Misspelled, of course.
1920.
Okay.
This is amazing. I'll give this one to you, Chick. 1929, Bell Laboratories demonstrated the first what? 1929.
Bell Labs?
Telephone.
No.
Was that?
I gave it to Chick for a reason.
Cell phone.
The first color television.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody remembers. I did a report on Alexander Graham Bell just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
I like that.
We didn't mention the color television.
Well, it was hard to get my words.
No. We all remember what you do on your little report because we talk about it for days after.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Stuff like
how about this
how
one?
much longer are we going to let him do this?
Okay, Greg, this is for you real quick. In 1967, in London, UK,
Jim Morrison.
The first one was installed. 1967, now everywhere.
Well,
and mostly drive-through. The ATM, or as I call it, the ATM machine.
Really?
Yeah.
In 1967?
I didn't see one until like
Where was
72.
it? The UK?
72. My dad still cashes checks. I mean, yeah.
So does
I didn't see one until late 90s, I don't think.
Yeah, I saw in New York City they had them in 72, I want to say, maybe 73. And even then, they'd eat your card all the time. Oh, sorry, it didn't work. Okay. Now, I want to say thanks to our guest, Greg Warren. Be watching for him with Nate Bargatze out there in the field. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.